Mobius channel 1500, and listening radio-wise on 101.7 The Trail. And as always, streaming broadcast tonight at KDB.com. Our boys matchup will wrap up the evening. Should be a real good one. Scottsbluff trying to gain some ground on Alliance in the PowerPoint standings. Right now, Alliance a firm grip on hosting that sub-district tournament so far this year. As far as the boys are concerned, each team will win, including Alliance snapping that 25-game losing streak to Scottsbluff in their last matchup. That'll be the late game at around 7 or so. Just had the JV girls game finish, 58-25 the final. A win for Scottsbluff. For the varsity, both teams out on the floor. And that'll be our game first here on KDB. These two have played just one time so far this season. Scottsbluff winning a hard-fought game at Alliance 47-45 just before Christmas. Scottsbluff at 8-8, but despite being at 500, the Lady Cats currently 9th in Class B power points due to that super tough schedule they played so far. Scottsbluff last weekend, a mixed bag, oh so close to a real sweet Rapid City weekend sweep. They won in overtime at Central on Friday, came back here at home and got beat on a buzzer beater by Stevens on Saturday evening. This is the start of a key weekend for Scottsbluff. They'll visit Sydney tomorrow afternoon. Sydney right now in second in Class B power points. Alliance comes in 5-12. They've lost 4 straight games to the likes of Chadron, North Platte, Gearing, and Ogallala. Their last win came January 15th up at Gordon Rushville. We do have basketball elsewhere tonight with Jeff Kelly on the road with the Gearing girls and boys at Sydney. Coverage just underway on KDB 960 and 100.3 FM. Both Gearing teams drop games Tuesday night at Ogallala. Mentioned this is the home stretch this weekend and then next week to wrap up the regular season for girls teams, and then time for the postseason to arrive. It's the Platte Valley Company's pregame show here on KDB, and next we get to pregame coaches' comments brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. I'll check in with Scottsbluff girls coach David Bolish when we come back right after this on KDB.
Have you heard the exciting news? Western Nebraska Regional Airport will be offering flights with United Airlines operated by SkyWest beginning January 30th, 2018. What's even better? You'll get to earn and use your United points. Reservations with United are now available, plus all United miles can be earned and redeemed with all flights. While you're at Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck restaurant, plus Hearst Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. So make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
What's that?
We're back on KDB.TV, also 101.7 The Trail tonight, getting set for a big girls and boys basketball doubleheader here at Scottsbluff. Cats and Lady Cats set to take on Alliance here on their home floor. We'll visit about this girls game in just a moment with Scottsbluff head coach David Bolish. Our pregame chat brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. See Shane Wilson and his fine staff to get in the zone for all your upcoming spring sports needs. Coach, last weekend, boy, a tale of two nights. You win one in overtime, you lose one at the buzzer. This close to having one of those great weekends. What's the vibe been like for the team? How have they responded to losing a heartbreaker like that?
Yeah, I mean, we came in Monday and just kind of talked about some of the plays that we made there in the fourth quarter and things that we can do to learn from that. And spirits were pretty high. I was probably the most beat up out of it, so that's always a really good thing. So spirits were high. They were ready for the week. I think they're excited to get into some district and Class B competition. And so, we've been rocking and rolling this week. great opportunity to learn from on Saturday, and fantastic experience for the kids on Friday.
Yeah, you mentioned this big weekend, sub-district opponents, district foes. You've got Alliance tonight, Sydney tomorrow. Right now you're 8-8, big picture. Despite the record at 500, a real testament to your schedule, still sitting 9th in power points. And you know what? It's kind of that time of the year where we start to look at those type of things. So this weekend goes a long way in helping determine maybe some of that postseason fate and where you wind up.
Right. I mean, right now we're in a position where we're playing, I think, some of our best basketball. We're going to be as competitive as we've been all year, and we've got a really good stretch of our schedule coming up. So we're excited about that, and we'll just kind of see where the chips fall here as we go into districts and sub-districts or sub-state, and we're going to do whatever we can do as a group, as a unit, to get ready for each opponent and just bring our best basketball. We are still trying to play our best and not play two opponents, but kind of are getting to the time of year where we figured out some teams' tendencies and rotations, and you're going to try to control and match up with different looks and lineups and stuff. So we're excited to get to work for the next 3 weeks.
You mentioned rotations and lineups. A lot of times good basketball teams, as the year moves along at any level, they start to pare those things down and tighten up a rotation. It feels like you've done a little bit of that yourself, playing mainly about 7 young ladies last weekend, your starters and the 2 freshmen. And how do you feel? Is that something that was kind of by design, you were kind of work through and get to that point, or is it just kind of happen naturally?
That's kind of by design. We want to get to where we've got a really strong rotation where you can keep kids fresh and in a rhythm and in a loop. That's kind of by design, but the timing of it, particularly for this season, just worked out that we were kind of able to figure that out as we moved into our, some of our tougher games. And it really was kind of what we needed to do in order to be competitive in those tougher games. And so, just top to bottom, the program's in really good shape because we've got really good freshmen and 10th graders playing 9th and 10th grade basketball, and we've got really good 10th graders starting JV, and we've got really good kids playing at the varsity level. So we've got kids where they need to be, and if everyone can just stay focused on fulfilling their role for the team and being part of the process, I think everyone's going to be pretty pleased. So.
Yada was a monster at Rapid City Central, I think 21 and 11 or 12. Her and Aubrey both averaging up around 16 points a game. What's really kind of helped has been Mackenzie Dunkel. She's kind of starting to hit double figures now on a nightly basis, turning it from a big 2 into kind of a big 3, 2 juniors and a senior. And how do you feel about that development? That's been really nice to see, I think.
Yeah, I think it's really timely, and we kind of anticipated that happening. I think just as Mackenzie made the transition from the schedule that she played the last 3 years to the schedule that we play, the chemistry and the camaraderie that's built with the girls, we kind of anticipated it being slow to develop, but again, ideal in the timing of it coming to fruition, if you will. I mean, being able to really count on 3 kids for double digits is fantastic, and all of them have had great games where they've carried us. Any one of our kids, in particular those 3, can kind of light it up for 20 or so, and that's really nice, and they know that with each other. But I think we're kind of also making some shifts offensively that are allowing us to move the ball a little bit more freely and spread that offense out.
And we'll get you out of here on this one, Coach. Our key to the game brought to you by Team Auto Center, home with a lifetime warranty you get with every new vehicle purchase. We know about this Alliance team. It was a struggle up there. It wasn't the prettiest night of basketball, but you found a way to win 47-45. What do you think it takes to have a good showing tonight and get out of here with a win?
Yeah, we just need to take care of the ball the way that we did against Rapid City Central, Rapid City Stevens, and we just need to commit to doing little things on defense early on, and controlling the tempo, controlling the pace of the play while being mistake-free is going to be important for us.
There you have it with Scottsbluff girls coach David Bolish. Pregame coach's comments on KNEB. Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Yep, thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Come back with more right after this on KNEB.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic. as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
The kids need to run off some energy after school or too cold to play outside? Bring them to Planet Bounce at the Monument Mall. With many bounce houses, a concession stand, and the largest redemption arcade around, Planet Bounce has hours of fun. Call today to schedule your birthday party, or ask Ron about renting a bounce house for your party, office party, or corporate event. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Planet Bounce Family Fun Center at the Monument Mall.
Points and start to get a feel for maybe what's to come as far as sub-district tournaments and possible postseason play. Right now in Class B, here in the area, you've got Sidney second overall in Class B. Their losses this year, just two of them, 16-2. They trail Waverly, who's in the top spot. So Sidney second, Scottsbluff 8-8. That's the only 500 record you're going to find around that spot. They are ninth in the power points. Gearing falls back down to around 14th is where they're at, and this Alliance team at 22nd in the power points right now. Alliance comes in with a record of just 5-12. Their wins on the year have come against Ulrich, South Dakota, Bridgeport, Casper, Natrona, Cheyenne South, and they won at Gordon Rushville. Their last win, that was January 15th. Scottsbluff has 2 wins against Gearing, 2 wins against Chadron. They also beat Natrona and Cheyenne South, and they recently knocked off Rapid City Central on the road last weekend, and then fell here on a buzzer-beating shot against Rapid City Stevens. Literally at the buzzer, a missed shot came off the rim, long rebound, and about a mid-range 15-footer knocked in for Stevens at the buzzer to keep Scottsbluff from a big-time 2-0 weekend against the Rapid City schools. Pep band playing, caddy corner to me, up top across the gym. Scottsbluff cheerleaders down to my right. Check that, dance squad down to my right, cheerleaders on the far end of the floor, down to the left. It'll be Alliance in the road blue, tops and bottoms tonight for Scottsbluff, the home whites. We'll take a quick timeout. National anthem here on site. When we come back, we'll get a look at starting lineups and then have opening tip. It's coming up right after this on KNEB.
Being an Allo customer just got even better. 3 times better, in fact. We've tripled our standard internet speed from 100 to 300 megs at no additional cost to you. This isn't one of those limited time offers that will melt away either. 3 times the streaming, 3 times the gaming, 3 times the uploading, all for the same price. Why? Because we love our customers. Allo, no gimmicks, no limits, no kidding, and still no contracts.
Care Heilbrunn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbrunn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
National anthem wrapping up here at Scottsbluff High School. We're just about set to get ready for a doubleheader action here tonight with the Scottsbluff girls and boys hosting Alliance. Girls and boys action, KNEB.TV and 101.7 The Trail. Let's get to starting lineups brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. Janae Shoemaker, a 5'6 senior, gets the start tonight for Alliance. Also, Megan Oligmuller, a 5'7 senior. Riley Rolls, a 5'11 senior. Blythe Bonus, a 5'11 senior. And Jordan Hopp will start tonight in place of Emerson Siza. Hopp, a 6'3 junior. Siza, the 6'1 senior. In talk with Mike Lessinger from Alliance Radio just beforehand tonight. Said she kind of twisted an ankle, turned it against North Platte, and missed the game against Chandron on Tuesday, and she's going to sit this one out as well. Your WNCC starting lineups for Scottsbluff: Yada Garcia, 5'7" junior, had 15 in the loss against Stevens on Saturday. Aubrey Krentz, a 5'6" junior. She had 16 points in that loss. Kara Twombly, a 5'9" senior, going with a red headband for the first time this year here tonight. Mackenzie Dunkel, 5'9" senior, and Emma Herman, a 6-foot junior. Scottsbluff with a record of 8-8 under the direction of head coach David Balish. For Troy Unzicker and the Lady Bulldogs, that record at 5-12. We have a Paul Edens-led refereeing crew here tonight. And we are moments away here from opening tip, always brought to you by Papa Murphy's Pizza on KDB. Papa Murphy's Pizza at 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff, where it's love at 425 degrees. And don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal there. We've got Aubrey Krentz jumping center against Jordan Hopp. A little bit of a mismatch. Mr. Edens and the two of them having a little chuckle about that. We've got a first possession turnover now committed by the Lady Bulldogs. Scottsbluff on the offensive end for the first time tonight. Alliance in a zone defense. We'll see if that opens things up for Aubrey Krentz on the perimeter. High post on the catch, Dunkel. Now Herman, Twombly. Cross-court pass against the zone, Garcia. Out high is Krentz. Might have got away with a walk. Driving baseline, and a little runner with one hand drops through for Yada Garcia, and Scottsbluff out to an early 2-0 lead. Riley Rolls, attacks the rim the other direction. Transition basket after the made field goal on the other end, and Rolls averaging 10 points and 8 rebounds. Gets Alliance on the board. Nice feed right there from Dunkel to a wide open Twombly, who knocks in the short jump shot. Scottsbluff 2 out of 2 early from the field. Rolls, looks opposite to Jordan Hopp, and Jordan Hopp scores the second straight basket right around the rim for Alliance. They've been able to handle the press, no issues, and convert a couple of easy buckets here. And we're tied at 4. Whistle and a jump ball as Hopp and Twombly got tied up. Possession arrow will keep it with the Lady Bearcats. Scottsbluff won the JV game 58-25. Wound up wrapping up pretty quickly in that second half. They got to a running clock with about 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Krentz hesitates and puts up the deep 3 ball. Comes off the iron long and rolls out of bounds. It'll go back to Alliance. Jordan Hopp will inbound. Of course, the Iowa State commit in volleyball, just a junior. With it in the backcourt is Oleg Mueller. Now they've got some pressure, and there's the second turnover for Alliance. Herman, right side, Krentz. Krentz goes baseline, cut off, and that pass will be intercepted. First turnover committed by the Lady Bearcats. Shoemaker. Oleg Mueller back to Shoemaker. They throw over top of the zone. Riley Rolls going to shoot the 3 ball. Left it short. Rebound comes off long. Good box out on the perimeter by Twombly. As Krentz tracked down the loose ball board. Emma Herman, foot on the line, long deuce. Comes off the opposite side of the backboard. And now Alliance back the other way. They dump one down low, little contact. Ball gets knocked away from Jordan Hopp, and Alliance has turned it over for the third time here in the opening quarter. Dunkel along the baseline right side finds Twombly out high. Yada Garcia can't knock down the 3. Offensive rebound for Dunkel, and Mackenzie Dunkel comes in averaging 8 points and 7 rebounds, playing well of late. And again, off the make, here comes Alliance, streaking back the other direction, able to break the press, and they wind up with 2 shots at the line as that foul goes on Scottsbluff's Emma Herman. That'll be the first on Herman, and an opportunity for Riley Rolls at the foul line. On the season, just a 50% shooter at the stripe. Unable to knock down the first. Second off the iron and the backboard, rebounded by Dunkel. Offensive possession in the half court. Scottsbluff now turns it over for the second time in the game. Wide open three, Shoemaker going to fire. Comes off the rim, rebounded by Yada Garcia. Had a huge double-double in the win last Friday night at Rapid City Central. Krentz being defended on the wing by Rolls. Back cut in and out of the hands of Yada Garcia, but Twombly runs down the loose ball out near midcourt. Scottsbluff trying to get over 500. Had a chance to get to 9-7, just needed a couple extra possessions to go their way against Stevens on Saturday. Dunkel has her second field goal. Scottsbluff with the steal. Krentz, three right side. Big stretch here quickly for Scottsbluff. Krentz knocks down the three. And it's 11-4. Couple of substitutions for the Lady Cats with the freshman Avila and Lockemer both coming on. Along the block, Bonus. Spun baseline, shot wouldn't go off the rim. Here comes Mariah Avila. Quick trigger three ball, too strong. And that's going to go out of bounds. They'll say last touched by Megan Oligmuller. For Alliance, will stay Lady Bearcats basketball. About halfway through this opening quarter, 4:02 to play as Scottsbluff inbounds. Bounce pass comes to Dunkel. Dunkel going to get called for the travel. Turnover number 3 in the early going. Scottsbluff will stay in the full court press. Hop can see over everybody at 6'3", get it to Oligmuller. They get it middle roll. She'll throw over to top to Bonus. Bonus handling on the perimeter. Now Jordan Hop. They find a cutting Riley Rolls. Rolls has that pass deflected away out near midcourt. That'll be a backcourt violation committed by Alliance. Ball was never touched by Scottsbluff, just deflected away by Oligmuller. Now they're going to get, at least that's what I saw. It's what the near side official said. Now they're going to say that ball was tipped, and it'll stay with Alliance. Shoemaker, 5'6" senior, averages 7 points. They dump it down low to Bonus. She averages 6.5. Can't get the shot from close range to go. Offensive rebound, and that'll be a deuce for Jordan Hop. She has 4 of Alliance's 6. They've got 3 minutes, 25 seconds to play first quarter action. 11-6 the lead for Scottsbluff. And Yada Garcia gets her second field goal. Scottsbluff now forces that 5th turnover. Garcia streaks to the rim, can't score. Clearing the glass with the rebound defensively was Jordan Hop. Aubrey Krentz leaves her feet and bats that pass away out of bounds. Full court pressure from Scottsbluff. They'll double team in the corner. And stepping on the baseline, trying to wiggle out of trouble, was Megan Oligmuller. 6 turnovers committed by Alliance. And we've still got 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Olivia Knapp, a 5'10" sophomore, is into the game for the first time. Garcia near the corner left side, cut off by Jordan Hop on the baseline. Twombly, they reverse the basketball to the right wing. Lockemer down low. Now Dunkel in traffic, fouled on the shot. I believe that's going to go on Knapp. And 2 shots coming for Mackenzie Dunkel. Nope, they're going to get that one on Oligmuller. That'll be her first and the team's first. Dunkel at the stripe, leaves that one short. Some of these statistics, scoring averages I've got for Scottsbluff nailed down. Haven't seen an updated stat sheet in about 10 days. At last check, Dunkel was 58% at the stripe. Misses both. Rebound comes off. Touch last by Lockemer. It'll go out of bounds. to Alliance. Emma Herman will check in, and Mackenzie Dunkel sits for Scottsbluff. Oleg Mueller gives it up to Rolls. Now they've got a 2-on-1. Knapp, and attacking the basket. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. That was Peyton Gibson, another sophomore, and she'll get 2 shots at the line. Second foul on Herman. Scottsbluff played 7 girls only last Friday, 7 on Saturday. We'll see if they stick to that same tight 7-man rotation. Early foul trouble for Herman. Could possibly have things switched up for Scottsbluff and head coach David Balish just a little bit tonight. Gibson at the stripe, misses both, and hustling down the rebound that time for Scottsbluff, Mariah Avila. Yada Garcia. Nobody checks her at the top of the key. Feeds the wing left side. And Twombly's long 2-point field goal would not fall. And now dangerous lazy lob pass stolen away. And the assist would have gone to Garcia on this jump shot from Avila. Another foul called against Alliance on the putback attempt from Twombly. 2 shots now for Kiera Twombly. Olivia Knapp picked up that last personal, second team foul. And Twombly, 42% on the year at the line. Converts the first. Scottsbluff 1 of 3 now at the free throw line. Garcia, Herman, Twombly, Dunkel, and Krentz, the 5 on the floor for Coach Balish and Scottsbluff. Pair of makes for Kiera Twombly. Cross-court pass to Gibson. Now back up top to Janae Shoemaker. Gibson wing right side. Long 2-point field goal. Coming high off the rim. On the rebound for Scottsbluff, Dunkel. Outlet pass to Twombly, and a reach-in foul called right around the top of the key. On the floor, it'll be a sideline inbound play coming up in a moment for Scottsbluff. Foul goes on Shoemaker, her first, 3rd team foul. Krentz will send it into the back court, and Garcia. Emma Herman, long 3-ball falls for the 6-foot junior Emma Herman. All 5 starters have scored now for Scottsbluff. It'll stay Alliance ball with 1:48 to play in the quarter. 18-6, Scottsbluff leads by 12. Outlet pass ahead to Riley Rolls. Little bit of contact, and that's going to be the 3rd foul on Emma Herman, and she knew it immediately. Fourth team foul called on Scottsbluff. Lockemer and Krentz both set to check back in. Rolls now 0 for 3 at the free throw line. Too strong again, rebounded by Lockemer. Kick it outside, bringing it up the floor is Krentz. Krentz, they run 2 defenders at her on the catch. 2-3 zone, the defensive look right now from Alliance. Twombly. Yada Garcia back to Kiera Twombly. In the corner, Lockemer. Bounce pass is deflected away, grabbed though by Dunkel. Got it to Krentz, rebound. Tipped by Jordan Hopp, the hustle rebound then finally grabbed by Lockemer, but her pass intercepted. Scottsbluff gets it right back on an Alliance turnover. And now a whistle, jump ball. Peyton Gibson tying up Brady Lockemer. Possession arrow will give it to Scottsbluff. 67 seconds to play in the opening quarter here tonight at SHS. Riley Rolls, top of the key. Shoemaker, wing right side. They dump it down low. Help defense comes. Good look opposite that time from Blythe Bonus. And she set that play up, and finishing was Jordan Hopp. Hopp has 6 of the 8 for Alliance. Krentz Slips a one-hand bounce pass to the high post, deflected, eventually then snatched up by Dunkel. And that pass goes in and out of the hands of Aubrey Crench. He tracks down the loose ball. Dunkel spins middle, gets a shot up off the square, and it goes. Mackenzie Dunkel has 6. 4 for Yada Garcia, 4 for Twombly. Riley rolls, beats Shoemaker, saves it back in bounds. 18 seconds to play. Twombly numbers are 2-on-2. Little Euro step through the double team, and Twombly finishes. Kara Twombly now with 6 points in the opening quarter. It's all Scottsbluff leading 22-8. Garcia touched that last. Shoemaker on the catch. Long three. Shoemaker gets it to go. Big bucket. Alliance really needed that as the buzzer sounds. Through 8 minutes of action, 1 quarter in the books. It's 22-11 with Scottsbluff leading on the West Coast scoreboard.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Being an Allo customer just got even better. 3 times better, in fact. We've tripled our standard internet speed from 100 to 300 megs at no additional cost to you. This isn't one of those limited time offers that will melt away either. 3 times the streaming, 3 times the gaming, 3 times the uploading, all for the same price. Why? Because we love our customers. Allo, no gimmicks, no limits, no kidding, and still no contracts.
Chris Cottrell with you tonight, KNEB.TV, 101.7 The Trail, high school hoops, doubleheader here at Scottsbluff with the Cats and Lady Cats entertaining Alliance High. Set for the start of the second quarter. Brady Lockemer inbounds the basketball to Yada Garcia. Twombly. Alliance has been 2-3 zone pretty much the entire way so far tonight. Rolls on a deflection. Scottsbluff basketball. Twombly, triple threat on the catch. Operating near the high post is Dunkel. Keeping a good eye on her, preventing a touch. Krentz has knocked down the 1-3 to this point. She'll catch it out high left side. Lockemer out of the corner. Back to Krentz, open look on the 3-ball. Long rebound off the miss comes to Scottsbluff. They'll move it right side. Banking in the 3 is Yada Garcia. Garcia had 4 points in the first quarter, now up to 7. And another Alliance turnover, that's their 8th of the game. Alliance has 6 points, their leading scorer, Jordan Hopp. Scottsbluff basketball. Scottsbluff really balanced so far on the offensive end. All 5 starters scored in the opening quarter. Basketball stays with Scottsbluff. Hopp and Riley rolls looking around like none of us touched it. Scottsbluff maybe caught a break right there. They'll inbound, see if they can capitalize. Yada Garcia knocks down a long deuce. Foot on the right foot on the 3-point line. Garcia has the first 5 points of the quarter, and it's 27-11. Scottsbluff could absolutely just blow this thing wide open if they keep playing well. Bonus on the catch, lost the basketball loose on the floor. Grabbed by Krentz, timeout taken by Dave Bolish and Scottsbluff. 6:39 to play, will step away with them, 27-11. Scottsbluff leading on the West Coast scoreboard.
When was the last time you were at Teacher's Corner? We're now TC and more. Come see what you've been missing. Clothing, jewelry, flags, home decor, toys, American made. Stop in and see what you've been missing. TC and More, downtown Scottsbluff.
Have you heard the exciting news? Western Nebraska Regional Airport will be offering flights with United Airlines operated by SkyWest beginning January 30th, 2018. What's even better? You'll get to earn and use your United points. Reservations with United are now available, plus all United miles can be earned and redeemed with all flights. While you're at Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck restaurant, plus Hearst Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. So make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Off the right wing that fell for Aubrey Krentz and Scottsbluff. They've scored the first 8 points of the quarter, and they now lead 30-11. Garcia with 5 in the quarter. She has 9. Krentz now with 6. Twombly and Dunkel also with that same number, 6. And Emma Herman has 3 fouls, but she did hit a 3-point bucket in the opening quarter. Avila on the perimeter defending against Riley Rolls, freshman on senior. Rolls will inbound to Megan Oligmuller. Shoemaker now to Rolls, left corner. Pass comes to Shoemaker. Now Oligmuller open for a moment and then shuffled the feet and walked with the basketball. Unofficially now, Alliance I've got with 9 first half turnovers. Nearly 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Krentz on the catch, right side. Bounce pass to Dunkel. Too easy on the entry pass. Dunkel got it in a foul. Chance for a 3-point play, and the Lady Cats are out and rolling here tonight. That's 8 points for Dunkel. Talked about it with Dave Bolish on the pregame show, as they have now developed the big 3 with Dunkel joining Krentz and Garcia here in the second half of the season as a near double-digit score each and every night. Can't convert the 3-point play. Rolls gives it up to Shoemaker. They go inside, then out in the 3-ball friendly roll for Janae Shoemaker. She has 6 of their 14. Lead is at 32-14. Aubrey Krentz, 3 trays here in the first half so far. She has 9, and the lead back to 21 points. Full court pressure from Scottsbluff. They lob it to Blythe Bonus, operating along the baseline. Jordan Hopp's shot partially blocked, and it'll stay this into the floor. No, they say not partially touched. Thought for that shot to be off by that much from Hopp, but it had to have been touched on the shot. That was not the case, so Scottsbluff will get it back. 35-14, they lead it big here in the second quarter. 21-point margin with about 5 minutes and 10 seconds to play. Nice cut, the give and go action. Got it to Dunkel, nobody cut off Yada. Garcia cut right to the rim. Got the pass back from Garcia, or from Dunkel, and Yada now with 7 points in the quarter. Here comes Scottsbluff with Garcia, right wing. Now Krentz on the catch. She'll step into a 3-ball. Aubrey Krentz is feeling it. Her 4th 3 of the first half. She's got 3 already here in the second quarter. 4:35 to play. Shoemaker looking for her 3rd 3. It wouldn't go. Long rebound to Krentz. Krentz, 3 trays in the quarter, 4 in the game. Can she make it 4 and 5? No, misses that one. Saving the loose ball off the miss. Mariah Avila always ready to make a hustle play. Now Dunkel operating in the paint, flips it up with a right hand. And the rebound controlled by Blythe Bonus. 40-14, all Scottsbluff here in this rivalry matchup. That 3 wouldn't go from out high for Oligmuller. Offensive rebound. Riley Rolls 3, falls short and into the hands of Aubrey Krentz. Yada Garcia into the front court for Scottsbluff. Lady Cats 8-8 on the season. Dunkel catches high post. Nobody defending against Twombly along the baseline. She misses twice from point-blank range, and now Shoemaker crosses the timeline. Megan Oligmuller, left side wing, Hop, and we're going to get some contact. This could go on Avila, or there was a defender on the backside as well. Mariah Avila charged with the personal. First foul on the freshman. Wholesale substitutions now as we see Cameron Treidel into the game. Shelby Burke. .335 to play. Treidel out high. Down low. Olivia Knapp's back on the floor, and she can't control the pass. Turnover number 10, committed by Alliance. Yada Garcia. Callie Wright's on for the first time now for Scottsbluff. Krentz, Wright, Twombly. They move the ball around the perimeter, swing it from left to right. Krentz, tough angle on that free throw line jumper. Offensive rebound goes to Herman. Whistle and a foul. Emma Herman set for 2 shots at the free throw line coming up. Herman right at 67% on the year at the charity stripe. That foul goes on Shelby Burke, her first. 15 foul, and Herman knocks down the foul shot. All 5 starters have done all the scoring so far tonight for Scottsbluff. Yada Garcia with 11, 12 points for Aubrey Krentz, 8 right now for Mackenzie Dunkel. They're going to bring Krentz back on the floor here. .306 to play as Avila's going to sit back down. Herman connects on both. Scottsbluff right now 4 for 6 at the foul line. Near turnover on the far sideline, but it'll stay with Alliance. Treidel was in the area. Leighton Schnell, that other substitution on at the last swap for Alliance. Whistle and the foul. This one goes on the Lady Bearcats. Kara Twombly picks up the foul. First foul on Twombly, 16 foul. Called on Scottsbluff. A little under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Olivia Knapp. Good looking stroke at the stripe. First point tonight for Knapp. 42-15 the score. A 27-point margin right now for the Lady Bearcats. Callie Wright, good box out and tracks down the rebound. Krentz, Garcia, wing left side. Back to Krentz, 2-3 zone, and that has not served Alliance that well tonight. They've given up multiple 3-point field goals, and Scottsbluff now whistled for 3 in the key. Violation, their 5th turnover of the night. Alliance doubling up Scottsbluff in that stat category, not the one you want to be winning. I shouldn't say winning, not the one you want to have more turnovers. 10-5. Knapp. Ball is loose. Schnell picks it up, gets it back to Oleg Mueller. Treidel outside. Schnell defending on the perimeter. Twombly almost came up with a steal, couldn't save it back in bounds to her teammate in time. She touched the sideline here, near side. 2:21 to play in this ball game. For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving their clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, you'll go far. .217 to go. First half action. Yada Garcia steal in the open floor, and a whistle and a foul from behind goes on Megan Oligmuller. That'll be her second. And some of those starters going to check back in after Troy Unzicker, the Alliance head coach, had gone to the bench for wholesale substitutions. Bonus, Rolls, and Jordan Hop back on. Wide open outside, and Aubrey Krentz, you just can't do that. You just can't give up that type of look. 4 threes in the quarter, 5 for the game. Scottsbluff leading by 30. Blythe Bonus outside, the pass goes to Schnell. Her jumper comes off, rebounded by Dunkel. Outlet pass to Twombly. Numbers aren't there, she's going to take it anyway. And a whistle and a foul on the floor, they say. Shoemaker picks up her second. All Scottsbluff here in the girls matchup, trying to go up by 30 plus right now. Twombly hits the first. She'll get the second on the 1-and-1 opportunity. Twombly now with 7. Head coach Dave Bolish has done a nice job getting this rotation down to 7, and now everybody really seems like they're in a groove with this Scottsbluff girls team the last couple of weekends. Schnell leads it 46-35. Twombly got 1 of 2. Foul on the perimeter. This one goes on Twombly. 7th team foul, her second personal. 1:32 to play in the half. Should be an outstanding boys game a little bit later on. Scottsbluff trying to see if they can catch Alliance in the PowerPoint standings, and a win here tonight on their home floor would go a long ways. And Emma Herman's down, grasping at that left ankle. They'll get her to her feet, and hopefully she's going to be all right. Looks like she's in quite a bit of pain right now, trying to put some pressure on that left foot. Not what you want to see for the 6-foot junior, Emma Herman, for Scottsbluff. They will help her to the near side bench, putting no pressure on that left foot. Crowd gives her a hand. 46-15 our score, all Lady Bearcats, so they won't need to rush her back onto the floor anytime soon with the lead where it's at. She'll take a seat on the end of the bench. It'll be Lockemer along with Twombly, Krentz, Garcia, and Dunkel. Head athletic trainer James Bunk going to look right now at Emma Herman. Yada Garcia into the front court. High post pass goes to Dunkel. Dunkel. Now Krentz on the perimeter. Put it on the floor. 2 defenders near, and Alliance forces the turnover. There's a deflection, and a push. This could go on Lockemer possibly. So Brady Lockemer whistled for that foul. That's her first, and Jordan Hopp to the foul line for Alliance. Committed to play volleyball at Iowa State this past summer. Just a junior, and off the mark, won't get the back end of that 1-and-1 opportunity. Krentz into the front court. Garcia banked in a 3 earlier, steps inside, and goes for the mid-range jumper just to the right of that side's elbow. And a shooting foul called on Blythe Bonus. Second foul on Bonus. Yada Garcia entered last weekend at 58% at the foul line. Connects on 1 of 2. 8 points in the quarter for Yada Garcia. She now has 12 for the game. Substitutions now for Dave Bolish late in the first half. Emma Foote, Morgan Mickey, Jamison Howard, and Callie Wright on along with Mariah Avila. 47-15. Scottsbluff leads by 32 here in the first half. They throw over top. Shoemaker with the 3-point field goal knocks it down. Janae Shoemaker has 9 of Alliance's 18. Avila handling the point guard duties. Now Callie Wright. Bounce pass to Morgan Mickey at the high post. And we're going to have a whistle and a walking violation called on Mickey. But expect we see a heavy dose of the starters for a good portion of the second half, just to stay in a rhythm. They've got a big game at Sydney coming up late tomorrow afternoon. Schnell stolen away by Emma Foote. Foote, outlet pass to Callie Wright into the front court. Wright. Emma Foote steps inside the arc. Back to Wright on the right wing. Callie Wright goes to the rim. Can't convert. And the ball is deflected. Out of bounds. They'll say out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan Hopp. Foot will inbound. Scottsbluff sets up in the box, 2 at the block, 2 at the elbow. They'll screen across, set another screen. Callie right an open look. That was halfway down and came out. Rebounded by Blythe Bonus. Riley rolls, now Shoemaker. She's going to shoot from way out there and knocks it in. Janae Shoemaker has 3 threes in the second quarter, and that's a big bucket for Alliance heading to the locker room. 47-21 the count. 2 quarters complete. We're at halftime. Scottsbluff leading in our girls matchup big, 47-21 on the West Coast scoreboard.
When was the last time you were at Teacher's Corner? We're now TC and More. Come see what you've been missing. Clothing, jewelry, flags, home decor, toys, American made. Stop in and see what you've been missing. TC and More, downtown Scottsbluff.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Chris Cottrell back with you, halftime here at Scottsbluff High School. Lady Bearcats in our girls matchup all over Alliance at halftime, leading 47-21. Halftime score elsewhere right now down at Sydney. Lady Raiders leading Gehring by just 2, 32-30. Really no surprise that this game's close. At Gehring earlier this year, Sydney won by 6. And in double overtime on opening night here at Scottsbluff High, they pulled away in that second overtime session to win by 9. And Gehring right in it tonight down at the Cabela's Athletic Facility, trailing Sydney 32-30. 47-21 our halftime score at Scottsbluff. We'll get a look at our girls varsity halftime numbers and RB's update when we come back right after this on KNEB.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Time for a check on the numbers brought to you by Arby's, the meat crafters throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. Let's start with the Alliance Lady Bulldogs, 5-12 their record. They turned it over 10 times unofficially in that first half, scoring by quarter 11 and 10. 4 players have scored is all. Janae Shoemaker has 12. Jordan Hopp was 6. Riley Rolls with 2 and a single foul shot make for Olivia Knapp. They are playing without Emerson Siza, their talented 6'1 senior post player, set to be a volleyball player at Wyoming coming up next year. So obviously a key loss both athleticism-wise and production-wise. For Scottsbluff, scoring by quarter 22 and 25. 47 points here at the break. All the scoring done by the 5 starters. Aubrey Krentz has 15 on 5 threes. Yada Garcia has 12 points, 4 in the opening quarter. She went for 8 in the second 8 minutes. Dunkel with 8, 7 for Twombly, and 5 points for Emma Herman. She also came down and twisted an ankle late in the first half, so we'll see what the availability for her's like coming up the rest of this evening. All 5 starters, that's been it for Scottsbluff in the scorebook tonight, but it's been more than enough to this point. 47-21. That was a look at the numbers brought to you by Arby's here at halftime. Again, Arby's throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. They are the meat crafters. We'll come back with more right after this. Halftime score 47-21. All Lady Cats on the West Coast scoreboard.
When was the last time you were at Teacher's Corner? We're now TC and More. Come see what you've been missing. Clothing, jewelry, flags, home decor, toys, American made. Stop in and see what you've been missing. TC and More, downtown Scottsbluff.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Tonight, KNEB.TV, also 101.7 The Trail and KNEB.com. Glad to have everybody on board for tonight. Scottsbluff girls leading big at halftime, 47-21 over Alliance. Gearing girls on the road at Sydney. Trail by 2 at halftime. Here's a bit of a surprise score from the WTC boys bracket up at WNCC. This comes from the Hemmingford School's Twitter account, so I would imagine they've got this score correct. It shows Hemmingford leading top seed Bridgeport at halftime, 33-17. Bridgeport girls won earlier, as did Mitchell, of course, so Lady Bulldogs and Lady Tigers in the WTC title game tomorrow, and everybody at Bridgeport penciled in to carry the trophy home on the boys' side, but they've got work to do, trailing by 16. According to the Hemmingford School's Twitter account, that's 33-17 at the break up at WNCC. We're at 47-21, halftime here at Scottsbluff. All Scottsbluff right now on the West Coast scoreboard.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
When was the last time you were at Teacher's Corner? We're now TC and More. Come see what you've been missing. Clothing, jewelry, flags, home decor, toys, American made. Stop in and see what you've been missing. TC and More, downtown Scottsbluff.
Back at halftime, 47-21. Scottsbluff all over Alliance in the first game of our girl-boy doubleheader here tonight. Of course, the boys' game should be outstanding a little bit later on. You've got Scottsbluff, let's face it, a little bit underperforming so far this year. Record-wise at 6-10. These two teams, Scottsbluff and Alliance on the boys' side, have split a pair of matchups so far this year. Scottsbluff had a 25-game winning streak against Alliance, snapped in their last matchup a few days before Christmas up at Alliance. 6-10 Scottsbluff, the Alliance boys 14-4. Looking forward to that game a little bit later on. Looking forward to the start of the second half, our girls matchup, as Scottsbluff has kept Alliance at bay and then some here through the first two quarters. Scottsbluff really elevating their play coming down the stretch this season. They'll be at Sydney tomorrow, where girls and boys action Scottsbluff will be. We'll come back with the second half in just a moment. Lady Cats lead by 26 right now on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
The Mixing Bowl in Gearing, serving breakfast and lunch every day using Grandma Ruth's recipes for 5 years. Stop for lunch and try a Cali Turkey BLT or one of our gourmet burgers. Have a homemade cabbage burger or butterball soup on Thursdays. Or try our weekend brunch and have cinnamon roll pancakes or the roasted duck Benedict. Stop by the Mixing Bowl on your way to work and grab a freshly baked muffin, Grebel, or Dana Kuga out of our bakery case and a specialty coffee made just for you. The Mixing Bowl, 1945 10th Street in Gearing, bringing great food and great people together.
In that boys semifinal, same score they had posted, just opposite sides, 33-17, so all is right with what was expected up at WNCC tonight. Bridgeport appears to be well on their way to the boys championship game. Second half underway here, and Janae Shoemaker has been really the only thing that Alliance has had going for themselves tonight. Unable to knock down the three in transition. Lockemer fouled on the run out. She'll get 2 shots at the line. Well, the 5'7" freshman, Brady Lockemer, burst onto the scene as a starter at the varsity level in softball in the fall. Seeing a lot of minutes now as a freshman on the hardwood. Her and Mariah Avila. And I know Scottsbluff plenty to accomplish still this season, but when you look forward, even next year with both Garcia and Krentz returning, both these freshmen will be sophomores, and more talent on the way and talented players on the bench that aren't seeing a lot of time right now. Lockemer misses 2, and it's Alliance basketball, leaving that jump shot a little bit short. Starting here in the half, it's Lockemer, Mickey, Howard, Avila, and Emma Foote. A turnover committed by Scottsbluff's Brady Lockemer. .40 seconds gone by here in quarter number 3. Shoemaker, Foote defending on the perimeter. Now Bonus just inside the arc, top of the key. A jump shot from Oligmuller comes up short. Offensive rebound and a bucket for Blythe Bonus, and a foul goes on Morgan Mickey. Chance for a 3-point play for Blythe Bonus. Bonus came in averaging 6.5 points and 8 rebounds. Still searching for that first point of the night. She gets it on that possession, and then the freebie at the line. Bonus gets Alliance going here in the second half. Mickey down low, fouled on her shot attempt. Oligmuller called for the foul, her third. Checked out her fourth. And it's Morgan Mickey at the foul line. Pretty good rotation, and doesn't get the home gym friendly roll. It falls off left side. 6:56 to play third quarter. A little over a minute gone by in the second half. Scottsbluff not starting any of their regular starting lineup that started the game here tonight. 1 of 2 for Morgan Mickey. Right side pass is knocked away in the passing lane that time, and jumping it on the wing was Mariah Avila. Shoemaker fires a pass to Rolls in the corner. Rolls along the baseline, cut off by Jamison Howard on help defense. Now Bonus in the paint. Couldn't get it to go. Too strong off the backboard. Ball loose on the floor. Whistle and a timeout taken by Troy Unzicker, the head coach for Alliance. 49-24. A 30-second variety here on the stop in play. (49-24), a 25-point lead for Scottsbluff. a win tonight, they'll be back over 500 and feeling in pretty good shape heading down to Sydney for a late afternoon game tomorrow. Sydney was leading by just 2 points at halftime at home tonight against Gering, 32-30. Michael Baker, the head coach for Alliance, sitting down on the bleachers far side, opposite corner from me, getting set for his big boys matchup tonight with his Bulldogs and the Scottsbluff Bearcats. Alliance will inbound. Lockemer defending. Pass comes in to Oleg Mueller. Or check that, Bonus, excuse me. Rolls got in the air, found Bonus. Shoemaker hit 4 threes in the first half. This one's a little bit short, rebounded by Emma Foote. Foote into the front court. Dribbles right. Cut off, finds Avila. 3-ball launched down to the corner. Defensive glass cleared by Jordan Hopp. Into the front court, Rolls has it. Coming up on 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Turnover from Alliance, their 12th of the game. Avila now to Lockemer. Mickey posting, it's Lockemer on the drive. She gets it to go. Dribble penetration off the right wing, got middle, scored it off the square. Brady Lockemer has her first field goal, first 2 points. Bonus. Shoemaker, open 3-ball. Off the iron, wouldn't go. Offensive rebound, and Blythe Bonus now has 5 points in the quarter. 51-26. Callie Wright, nope, that's going to be Izzy Wright coming in. Next dead ball. Lockemer, Avila. Foote, open shot on the way for Jamison Howard. And an over-the-back foul, a push from behind, goes against Riley Rolls, picks up the foul. Stay Scottsbluff basketball. Izzy Wright will inbound. And a whistle and a 5-second call. 9th turnover committed by Scottsbluff. 5:20 to play. 51-26. Lady Bearcats in complete control. Dribbling along the baseline, Peyton Gibson left it short. Lockemer grabs the miss. Here comes Scottsbluff, leading by 25. Avila steps into a 3. That one falls for Mariah Avila. 6 points here in the half, all off the bench for the Lady Bearcats. Offensive foul, getting her feet set, and drawing the charge was Morgan Mickey, the senior off the bench, doing some dirty work. That foul goes against Riley Rolls on the player control charge. Izzy Wright, left wing. Zone defense being played still by Alliance. Avila takes the feed from Lockemer. Now Howard. Lockemer on the catch, puts it on the floor inside the arc. Mickey down low, finds an open shooter. 3-ball out of the corner, fouled on the shot, and 3 free throws on the way now for Izzy Wright. 4:27 to play. Third quarter action tonight here at SHS. Izzy Wright's got a nice stroke, but that one falls short. Lead 54-26. Couple of makes now on the back end of this 3-shot trip to the line for Wright. Scottsbluff be back up by 30. Lockemer will sit as Emma Foote comes back on. One of 3 for Wright. It looks like we've got a lane violation called on Alliance, so Izzy Wright's going to wind up with a 4th foul shot here on this possession. Only 3 of which count, but we'll see if she can convert 2 of 3. 4:27 to play in the third. Scottsbluff leading 55-26. Now make it a 30-point lead as Wright able to convert 2 of 3. Treidel on the catch. Treidel, offensive foul. Morgan Mickey draws another charge. And the bench up on their feet, loving it. Everybody engaged right now for the Scottsbluff girls. Treidel called for the charge. Alliance scored the first 5 points of the quarter, but since then, an 8-0 run for the Lady Bearcats. They'll move it around the perimeter. Right, 3-ball, right corner, backside board. Goes to 5'3" freshman Mariah Avila. Emma Foote in traffic. Got a little leaner to go. Emma Foote. Scottsbluff leading by 32 now. In the corner, picking up the dribble on the catch. High post. Now Treidel's going to shoot the 3-ball. That is good off the bank. Three minutes, 32 seconds to play, third quarter. Izzy Wright to Emma Foote. 3 in the key goes against Morgan Mickey. 10th turnover of the game committed by Scottsbluff. They had 7 at halftime, led 47-21 at the break, and right now they lead 58-29. That lead at 29. Doubling up the Lady Bulldogs. Blythe Bonus, strong off the long jumper. Whistle. A hold underneath. The foul committed by Scottsbluff. We'll check the number here. It'll go on Jamison Howard. First personal on Howard. Second team foul in the half against Scottsbluff. Bonus turns middle. Got it to go off the square. They've made a point to get the ball to Blythe Bonus here in this second half. She was scoreless at halftime. Has 7 points in the third quarter alone. Foot. Good footwork to stay in bounds by Mariah Avila. Now Jamison Howard from 3-point range. Soft touch, but it wouldn't fall. Rebounded by Jordan Hopp. Pass ahead on the hesitation dribble, Janae Shoemaker. Hounding her in the backcourt was Avila. We're going to get a foul called on Scottsbluff. That's number 2 on Morgan Mickey. And Blythe Bonus continues her solid third quarter. She's got 8 points in the frame. And that foul shot did not hit the rim, so whistle blows, and Scottsbluff will get it back. Again, we have not seen the starters at all in this second half. Up big at halftime. They have gone to the reserves exclusively, has David Bolish. Emma Foote finds a wide open Avila. They get it to Jamison Howard. That's her game, the mid-range jump shot. Knocks down the mid-range J. Does Jamison Howard. Howard with her first field goal. 11 players have scored tonight for Scottsbluff. Turnover there committed by Alliance, their 13th. 2:18 to play in the third quarter. Jim should be rocking a little bit later on for the boys matchup. Morgan Mickey down low, working against the zone. 2-3 the look. Riley rolls, defends bottom half here on the left along the baseline. They're going to try and lob it to Mickey, and we're going to get a whistle. They're going to let play continue. So they kind of let that scrum sort itself out. And now a foul going to go on Scottsbluff. This could be Mickey number 3. Nope, Blonus number 33 in blue is going to get whistled for the foul. Third foul on the 5'11 senior Blythe Bonus. And Morgan Mickey, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. He'll get a 1-and-1 opportunity here. Knocks in the first. Morgan Mickey now with 3 points, all from the charity stripe, 3 for 4 at the line. There's a state champion football coach walking in, Randy Heemstra, my guy. Always good to see Randy. Dribbling right, Cameron Treidel. Left the shot short, but she got fouled. Randy Heemstra was an assistant for Jordan Haas on Hemingford's state championship football team in the fall of 2014. A historic group of kids came through Hemingford there for a few years, and Randy Heemstra, a big part of it with the weight room. He was the weight room enforcer and the defensive coordinator, very aggressive with that great Hemingford bunch. Treidel able to hit the first. She's got 4 points here in the quarter. Treidel 2 for 2 at the stripe. Addie Wright now into the ball game with Foot, Howard, Izzy Wright, and Morgan Mickey. Addie Wright on the right side near the corner. Pass deflected, intercepted by Olivia Knapp. Ball loose, grabbed by Riley Rolls. Minute and 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Treidel on the wing, defended by Wright. Now Foot on the perimeter, hounding Janae Shoemaker, and a whistle and a foul called against Scottsbluff. Foul goes on Emma Foot. That'll be her first and the 5th team foul. Bonus will sit for Alliance. Inbounds pass comes to Shoemaker. Up top, Treidel. She'll shoot it again from long range. Hit one earlier. Rebound to Jamison Howard. Clears on the pass to Izzy Wright. Right into the front court. 2-3 zone the look defensively. Addie to Izzy. And that pass, was it touched? It was not. That'll be a turnover as Wright drew too tall and ends up out of bounds trying to connect with Jamison Howard. Now 11 turnovers committed by Scottsbluff. Shoemaker, we go under 40 seconds to play in quarter number 3. Good job to deny on the perimeter by Izzy Wright. Addie Wright now guarding the basketball. Steal on the perimeter for Emma Foot. She dribbles out in front of her, sets herself up for a one-on-none break. Couldn't score it too strong, and then the ball got tipped and went back off of Foot out of bounds. Alliance, they'll get it back after a missed opportunity there for Emma Foot on the one-on-none break. Cameron Treidel and a reach-in foul against Izzy Wright. 12.3 left. In the third quarter. Rolls. Now a long 2-point shot. Would not go for Jordan Hopp, and then Jamison Howard flat-footed with a blocked shot on Olivia Knapp. Buzzer sounds, 3 in the books here tonight. We'll head to the fourth quarter in just a moment. All Scottsbluff, the home team leads 62-34 on the West Coast scoreboard.
We can't warn you that karma is very real. But we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Runza makes it all better.
The kids need to run off some energy after school or too cold to play outside? Bring them to Planet Bounce at the Monument Mall. With many bounce houses, a concession stand, and the largest redemption arcade around, Planet Bounce has hours of fun. Call today to schedule your birthday party, or ask Ron about renting a bounce house for your party, office party, or corporate event. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Planet Bounce Family Fun Center at the Monument Mall.
All Scottsbluff in our girls matchup. First to 2 tonight here at SHS, 62-34. Crowd starting to fill things in here in the bleachers tonight. A highly anticipated boys matchup as always when these two schools get together. Taylin Holton on the floor. She's got it, middle, picks up her dribble, and a 3-second violation called on Scottsbluff. Holton was in the paint for a couple of counts, on the catch, a couple of more, and finally they whistle her for the violation. Shoemaker rolls. Back to Shoemaker. She was unconscious in the first half with 4 threes. She's gone cold here, misses another from downtown in the second half. Izzy Wright, right to the rim, offensive foul. They'll take the aggressiveness, up by 28. Right on the push, and picks up the charge call. Riley rolls, dribbles out of the right corner, so every bit of the rim spun out. And Rolls will get 2 shots at the line. Score update from Sydney. 6.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Sydney leading Gearing 44-42. That would be a signature win in a key spot on the road for Gearing and Steve Land if they can get it done tonight. Rolls 1 of 2, 62-35, offensive rebound. Then goes to Alliance, and Blythe bonus foul. She'll get shots now at the line. Bonus was held in check with a bagel in the scorebook in the first half, but she has 9 points in the third quarter and now early fourth. Misses the second, but we've got a lane violation called against Scottsbluff. Bonus misses the second again. Offensive rebound to Jordan Hopp. Shoemaker into the paint, and a reach-in foul. Going to go against the Lady Cats. That is their 10th team foul. And this fourth quarter could take a while. We have not seen the starters at all for Scottsbluff in the second half as they led 47-21 at halftime. Shoemaker able to convert her first point of the half. She now has 13. Give her 14 on the make. Callie Wright's into the game. Pass to the high post to Taylin Holton. Outside, so all 3 Wrights are out there. Callie, now Izzy. Addie on a cut from one side to the other. 3 ball from Callie Wright comes up short. Offensive rebound, Morgan Mickey. Back to Callie Wright, fouled. They say it was a 2-point shot or a 3-point field goal attempt. It'll be a 2-shot foul as Jordan Hopp picked up the shooting foul. First foul on Hopp, 6:43 to play here in the ball game. First point of the night for Callie Wright. Everyone that's played has scored. Wright misses the second. Megan Oligmuller to Riley Rolls. They enter into the post. Too strong off the glass for bonus. Izzy Wright grabs the loose ball out near the foul line, runs it up the floor, gets it to her sister Callie. Callie on the bounce to sister number 3, Addie. In the corner, Mickey. Morgan Mickey got deep, finds a wide open Callie Wright. Can't knock down the long 2-point shot. Rebound to Taylin Holton. They'll move it to the left wing. Holton back outside, Callie Wright on some dribble penetration with a right hand too strong. Rebound to Blythe Bonus. We're under 6 minutes to play in this girls varsity ball game for you on KNDB.TV and also 101.7 The Trail. Bonus had that shot partially blocked on the deflection on the release by Taylin Holton. Izzy Wright tried to slip a bounce pass to Holton, who really didn't move her body towards the basket on the pass. Alliance then throws it away out of bounds. It'll be Scottsbluff ball. .5:32 to play in the fourth. Kimber Schallenberger in the game now for Scottsbluff. Ball comes off, scramble drill on the floor. Callie Wright picks it up. Taylin Holton will fire away, misses long. Jordan Hopp the rebound. She'll push it up the front court herself, and now we've got a timeout taken by Troy Unzicker. 5:13 to play in the game, 63-38. Scottsbluff up big right now on the West Coast scoreboard.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Being an Allo customer just got even better. 3 times better, in fact. We've tripled our standard internet speed from 100 to 300 megs at no additional cost to you. This isn't one of those limited time offers that will melt away either. 3 times the streaming, 3 times the gaming, 3 times the uploading, all for the same price. Why? Because we love our customers. Allo, no gimmicks, no limits, no kidding, and still no contracts.
You can always relive any of our high school sports broadcasts via our podcast page at KNDB.com, brought to you by First State Bank of Scottsbluff and Gering. The outcome here has been decided for quite some time. Alliance will continue to play things out here in the fourth quarter. They get a bucket from Riley Rolls. She has 5 points, came in averaging 10. Addie Wright underneath to Izzy Wright. She stepped along the baseline. That's a turnover committed by Scottsbluff. Under 5 minutes to play in this one. Both these boys teams will be itching to get out on the game floor here in just a little while. Shoemaker had 12 points in the first half, all on 3-point field goals. She has 14 points now, looking to make it 17. Misses the 3 badly. Some boxing out there. Good job by Scottsbluff, but then no one ran after the basketball. Lady Cats will wind up with it. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the game. Tight one down at the Cabela's Athletic Facility in Sydney at last check, 44-42. Lady Raiders leading Gering. Callie Wright on the perimeter. Taylin Holton puts it on the floor, gets it to Callie Wright. Bounce pass underneath to Izzy. Spins one up on a reverse layup. It wouldn't fall. Schallenberger was there momentarily. Now we're going to have a whistle and a jump ball. A Shoemaker and Callie Wright tied things up. Possession arrow gives it to Alliance. Nearly halfway home here in the fourth. KNEB.TV coverage and also radio. 101.7 The Trail, and we're streaming at KNEB.com. Foul goes on Izzy Wright. Quarter till 7 here on a Friday night. How about that weather out there today? My goodness. 3:58 left. And looking for one of two is Megan Oligmuller, and able to convert the second. First point tonight for Oligmuller, who came in averaging 5. Addie Wright picks up her dribble, slips a pass to sister Callie. Sister Izzy now with it in the corner. Circles back, and they'll continue to move it along the perimeter. Schallenberger, Callie Wright 3. Too strong. Rebound to Taylin Holton. Could have gone up, instead cleared it back outside. Missing that shot just inside the foul line. Jump ball, Schallenberger and Olivia Knapp. Possession arrow this time. We'll keep it on this end of the floor. Scottsbluff ball. I'll be in Sydney tomorrow, 3:15 for pregame. The Scottsbluff and the Lady Raiders, and Izzy Wright whistled for a turnover on the carry. It's been all subs here in the second half for Dave Bolish. Izzy Wright out. Morgan Mickey comes back on. .3:15 to play here in the ball game. Missed 3 for Shoemaker. Schallenberger a defensive rebound for Scottsbluff. Callie Wright on the handle into the front court. Pump fake on the shot, gets it to Schallenberger at the foul line. Morgan Mickey going to shoot the triple. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Riley Rolls. 2:53 to play in the quarter. Wide open 3 for Megan Oligmuller. Taylin Holton couldn't secure the rebound and then called for a foul as she tried to block the shot of Olivia Knapp. Knapp now to shoot 2 at the line. First one comes up short. Addie and Callie Wright both out there. Kimber Schallenberger, Taylin Holton, and Morgan Mickey. Rebound goes to Holton. Aggressive defensive board right there for the reserve big off the bench. Callie Wright, she is hunting a 3 ball, and that one wouldn't go. Outside shot not falling for the Wright so far this evening. Janae Shoemaker going to fire away. Left side triple goes. Shoemaker now with 17 points, and she's got 5 made threes. Coming up on 2 to play in the game, Kimber Schallenberger gives it back to Addie Wright. Now Callie, right side wing with its Morgan Mickey. Mickey drives baseline. A little bit of contact. They keep the ball in bounds for a moment, then Scottsbluff can't control. Schnell on. Also on right now is Ava Stiegel for Alliance, as both these head coaches have now fully cleared things out on the bench. Go under 150 to play in regulation. The whistle and a foul goes against Scottsbluff's Callie Wright. Scottsbluff has scored just 1 point here in the fourth quarter. A free throw from Callie Wright. And Peyton Gibson gets 2 at the foul line for Alliance. Her first 2 points of the night. 1:45 to play. Wright, that's Callie, now to Schallenberger. They run 2 defenders at Schallenberger at the high post. Callie Wright to Taylin Holton. They'll move it. Now Izzy Wright, dribble penetration, gets it to Addie. Right to right to right. And well, I'd chalk up the hockey assist to Addie if that ball would have gone. It did not. And a chance now for Callie for 3 shots at the foul line. They'll call the foul on Gibson. More substitutions as Amory Browning comes on, as does Sydney Campbell. Right hit the first, that'll get her the second, would not go. Ball comes off, hits the deck, multiple players, Browning and Holton, and a whistle and a jump ball will go to Alliance. In and out of the hands of Browning. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Callie Wright. It'll stay Alliance ball, 64-46. Final going to wind up being much closer than this game actually was. Scottsbluff sat the starters for the entire second half. Izzy Wright going to pull the trigger. That long J comes up short. Browning the defensive rebound. 65 seconds to play in regulation. Entry pass, intended target, had her back turned, head turned the other way. Here comes Izzy. Izzy Wright had a little bounce pass, trying to get it to Taylon Holton. Ball got tipped right as she tried to pass it. .1 left in this ball game. Been all Scottsbluff tonight. They led 47-21 at the break. Schallenberger can't convert from near the right block. And their biggest lead of the game's been 32 points. Right now at 18, 64-46. Inbounds pass. And Callie Wright off the mark. Bump in the backcourt, and that foul will go on Schallenberger. Going to wind up with a pretty big crowd on hand for this boys matchup here this evening. Already nice crowd here as this girls game's winding down. At the line, going to be Shelby Burke, the 5'9" freshman. Burke able to knock down the first, second on the way. And Shelby Burke converts 2. 35 seconds to play in the game. Scottsbluff leading 64-48. Looks like they're going to be content to just pass the basketball around the perimeter and run this clock out and get a district win over a longtime foe. Scottsbluff going to close this thing out. Just 2 points in the quarter, doesn't matter. They win it big, 64-48. 10 seconds as the countdown is on. 2 seconds, and that'll do it. The final horn sounds, 000 on the clock, and Scottsbluff a winner in our girls varsity action tonight by the final of 64-48 on the West Coast scoreboard.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Ah, just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
Byers Realty would like to remind everyone that school is back in session, so make sure and watch for little ones in crosswalks. Be mindful of school speed zones. And take a second to double check for pedestrians and bicyclists. We want all of our young students to have a wonderful and safe year. Visit callbuyersrealty.com or stop by the office on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. The Panhandle's best, Buyers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
Fourth quarter, Scottsbluff wins it 64-47. Our final score from just a few minutes ago. Still to come here on the Runza postgame show. We'll add up some of the numbers, get to our Arby's postgame update, and we'll also name a Taco John's player of the game for the Lady Bearcats. Scottsbluff improves to 9-8 with the win, and Alliance falls to 5-13. Both these boys teams now are out on the game floor warming up. Jack Darnell will miss tonight, probably at least a minimum of 2 weeks, and could be out for the remainder of the season. He's got a sports hernia, and they're still waiting word on whether that's going to require surgery or not. So Darnell's going to be out of action for at least a week or two, and possibly more. We expect to see Harold Baez moved into the starting lineup tonight for Scottsbluff. That'll be our boys' action. We'll get to pregame thoughts here in just a little bit with head coach Scott Golian. Between game clock right now at about 17.5 minutes. Girls final from moments ago, 64-48, with Scottsbluff winning. And it was cruise control from the opening tip on tonight. We'll come back with a look at those post-game numbers and get to our Taco John's player of the game when we come back right after this on KDB.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska.
We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery, to acute care and rehabilitation.
It's comforting, though, that if an accident happens here, our families, our friends, our neighbors, and even we ourselves will get expert trauma care and rehabilitation services right here at Regional West.
Care Heilbrunn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbrunn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Let's get to a look at the post-game numbers here. Our Arby's update brought to you by, of course, Arby's, the meat crafters throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. We'll start with Alliance scoring by quarter. They went 11, 10, 13, and 14. Finished with 48 points. One player in double figures. Janae Shoemaker carried most of the load tonight. She had 17, including 12 at halftime. Shoemaker knocked down 5 3-point field goals. Blythe Bonus got all 9 of her points in the second half. 6 points tonight for Jordan Hobb. 5 apiece for Cameron Treidel and Riley Rolls. 2 points apiece for Peyton Gibson and Shelby Burke. And single tallies at the free throw line, a point apiece for Olivia Knapp and Megan Oligmuller. Alliance drops to 5 and 13. Scottsbluff now 9-8. As we look at scoring by quarter for the Lady Bearcats, they came out of the gate on fire, 22 in the first, 25 in the second, 47 points. They led by 26 at the halftime break, 15 more in the third, and then really, and again, they played the entire way in the second half without a starter ever seeing the game floor, and they really shut things down in the fourth quarter with just 2 points, but the game had long been decided at that point. They win 64-48. Let's get to the scoring numbers, and just about everyone that played scored. Outside of Kimber Schallenberger, everyone that got on the floor scored tonight for Scottsbluff. Aubrey Krentz had 15, all in the first half, all on three-point field goals, 5 of those for Krentz. Yada Garcia finished with 12. 8 points for Mackenzie Dunkel. Kira Twombly had 7, and the other starter, Emma Herman, had 5. And you also wonder if Coach Balish, seeing Herman go down with that sprained ankle or twisted ankle, don't know the severity obviously at this point. We'll talk to Coach Balish at halftime of the boys game, but you wonder if that might have played into his thinking as far as, look, we're up big game tomorrow, and you weigh rhythm and things like that, and injuries, and maybe Coach erred on the side of caution as far as keeping everybody healthy, and why risk it in a blowout situation. As for the bench numbers, 3 points apiece for Morgan Mickey and Mariah Avila, 2 apiece the rest of the way for Brady Lockemer, Callie Wright, Jamison Howard, Emma Foote, and Izzy Wright. So look at the numbers there, brought to you by Arby's. Post-game update here on KDB.TV and 101.7 The Trail. Sydney pulls away down the stretch, and they win at home by 10 over Gearing tonight, 61-51. A 10-point win. Sydney now 3-0 against the Gearing girls on the year. They've won by 9 in double overtime, a 6-point win at Gearing, and tonight they win on their home floor by 10. We should have quite the showdown tomorrow with Scottsbluff and Sydney. Normally, that showdown reserved for the boys' game. Instead, tomorrow, the major showdown going to be that girls' matchup. Sydney second in the Class B in power points, and Scottsbluff entering the weekend 9th in power points, and doing nothing to hurt their cause here tonight with a blowout win at home over Alliance. They're now 9-8. Sydney on the season with their win tonight at 17-2. Both Gearing teams will be in action tomorrow evening at home. Starting at 5:30, the girls will tip off. Boys action will follow as they welcome in Wheatland for Saturday night action over at Gearing High School. Glad to have you along tonight. KDB.TV, 101.7 The Trail, and KDB.com. Looking ahead to tomorrow, 12:15, I believe is, let me get this pulled up. Exactly. You want to talk about a segue in the business. I'm going to pull up the Elite Physical Therapy KDB Sports app. You can download it right now for your smartphone or tablet. You can look at our KDB broadcast schedule, watch or listen to our KDB.TV sports broadcast, get all the local scores from around the region, customize it yourself, download it from the Apple or Google Play Store. Go to KDB.com under the Sports tab. So looking ahead to tomorrow's broadcast schedule, 11:15 for pregame for the Nebraska men at Illinois. That'll be on 960 and 100.3. And then later that night, tomorrow, high school basketball will be gearing home to take on Wheatland. Jeff Kelly at 5:15 or thereabouts for pregame, 960, 100.3. I'll be on 101.7 The Trail tomorrow with the Scottsbluff girls and boys down at Sydney. I'll hang out with my buddy Randy Brown from KSID. We'll be a couple of rows back from the scorers table near courtside. Look forward to a Scottsbluff girls and boys doubleheader. Always love heading to Sydney and saying hi to some of my friends down that direction. We'll get to pregame coaches' comments as we turn the page here in just a moment. But first, let's get to our Taco John's player of the game. And we're we're going to go with Aubrey Krentz, who was torching the nets in that first half. She had 5 threes, 15 points, and did not play at all, as did the rest of the starters. No action for the starters in the second half, but Krentz was on fire early, 15 points. She's our Taco John's player of the game. Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gearing make it a game day tradition. Unwrap the original before or after every game. Girls action complete, 64-48. We'll get to pregame coaches' comments with Scottsbluff boys head coach Scott Gullion when we come back right after this on KNEB.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Leeds Heads.
Chris Cottrell back with you on KNEB here on the Platte Valley Company's pregame show. Time to go in the zone with Scottsbluff boys coach Scott Gullion. Our pregame chat brought to you by The Zone at Scottsbluff Screen Printing. Shane Wilson and his staff do a great job over there. Spring sports right around the corner. See him for all your upcoming spring sports needs. Coach, 2 weekends ago, things felt like maybe a little bit of a turning point in a good way. Last week, maybe a step back in the wrong direction. Overall, what's the tenor of practice been like? What's the work been like for the guys this week? How do you feel they've responded to what was a rough weekend?
Well, they always come in ready to work, and that's been a great thing about this group is they usually respond pretty well. Even, they don't let things really bother them, and I guess that can be a good thing or a bad thing. But for the most part, outside of one day this week, I thought practice was pretty good.
I know there's a little bit of adversity right now with an injury. Jack's going to be down for a little bit, I guess, at minimum. Kind of what's going on there, and how's that affect things as far as the lineup's concerned?
Yeah, he's got a little injury. Don't know the severity of it yet. It's out at least a week, maybe 2, and then, depending on the severity, what they find out, that it could be longer. We'll have to have some guys step up, and, Jack's been a pretty good defender for us all year, and someone's going to have to kind of take that spot with defending one of the other team's better players, and I know we got guys that are ready to step up.
Obviously, last week, despite the losses, Connor continued to play like the Connor we all thought coming into the season, and that's obviously got to continue for this team to do the things they want down the stretch. But he's really looking as good as he's looked in quite some time.
Yeah, he's, I think, I was just looking the other day, he's averaging about 22, 23 points a game in the last 5 to 6 games, and he's shooting the ball from the outside at about 44% from 3, and those are the type of numbers that I kind of expected him to put up. If we can get him to continue to do that and other guys to step up and hit shots, kind of like last, against Rapid City Stevens, he didn't go off for that much, but, Josiah and him combined for about 40 points, and then get 20-something off the bench from Harold and Dawson, and some other guys chip in some points, and then we get some stops. That's kind of what it came down to. I thought we played all right Saturday outside of one quarter, and then figuring out a way to get defensive stops. We just struggled to get defensive stops against Stevens down the stretch, and if we could have got some stops, we could have maybe pulled that one out. But Stevens was good enough to make plays, and they're better offensively than we were defensively.
Obviously, this is going to be a big one tonight with Alliance coming in. They've had a great season to this point. They're leading the sub-district as far as power points record at 14-4. They have lost 2 out of their last 4. Now, granted, one of those was at 19-0 Ogallala, and maybe a little bit of surprise. They stubbed their toe at North Platte, who's just 3-12, but all that really doesn't much matter tonight when they step onto your floor. The rivalry, the intensity, things of that nature, and one thing is, if you guys can handle some of those things like you did against Abe Lincoln walking into your building, rise to the moment, tonight should turn out to be another wild affair between these two.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, our backs are against the wall, and we have no choice but to come out and play our best basketball. And Alliance coming in as a great opportunity for us to get on the right track. They're a tremendous team, and I know our guys are going to be focused and got a little chip on their shoulder from the last time we played, and they're going to have to come out like that. We know Alliance has tremendous players, and they play really hard, and we're going to have to handle the moment and rise up to it. And we have to make Alliance rise up to where we want to play the game at. We can't wait around and then try to make a run or a comeback. We have to make them rise up to where we want to play.
We know Mason Heemstra up around 20 points per game. Joel Baker's, he looking healthier to you. Braden Palmer really had a good game scoring down the stretch up at their place when they beat you the last time around. What are you seeing from guys other than Heemstra right now, specifically Baker's health and trying to stop a guy like Palmer who you can't let loose underneath?
Yeah, I think Joel is playing a lot better from what I've seen. Looking a little bit healthier, and he's shooting the ball better than he did earlier in the season. Can't let him get going. I know I watched a game where he hit he hit 4 threes in the first quarter, first half. And then obviously Braden Palmer is a big part to their team as far as their defensive end and blocking shots and getting putbacks. And they drop it off to him. So we got to control the dribble, and we got to box out, and we got to get back in transition.
Let's get you out of here on this one, wrapping up with Scottsbluff Boys head coach Scott Golian. Time for our key to the game, as always, brought to you by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty, and you get that with every new vehicle purchase from Team Auto. Coach, 2 games on tap for this weekend. Up first tonight here at home against Alliance. What's it take to beat this really good team?
We're going to have to find a way to slow down Mason Heemstra, first and foremost. That's going to take team defense. It's not going to just be one guy shutting him down. It's going to be team defense and then getting rebounds, getting back in transition, and playing team basketball offensively and defensively for 4 full quarters. I think we've only played maybe 1 game, maybe 2, where we've played 4 full quarters of good basketball. And if we can play 4 full quarters of good basketball, then we're going to be successful.
Keys to the game right there from Scottsbluff coach Scott Golian, brought to you by Team Auto Center. Coach, as always, thanks a lot for the time. Go get him, and best of luck tonight.
All right, thanks, Chris.
We'll come back with more on the pregame show right after this on KNEB.
With the new year comes resolutions. Complete your resolution to replace your windows by calling Renewal by Andersen. And right now is your last chance to buy 2019 windows at 2018 prices. Plus, pay nothing until 2020. That's right. You will get 20% off every window and door, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. And free window diagnosis, free in-home estimate, and free removal and disposal of your old windows. Hurry. This offer ends February 15th. Call 472-2199 to take advantage of this offer before the 2018 prices are gone.
One of the biggest events of the year. It's the 34th annual KNEB Farm and Ranch Expo, February 8th and 9th at the Scottsbluff County Fairgrounds in Mitchell. Show hours are 8 to 6 on Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. Free admission and free parking, and it all starts with a free breakfast on Friday morning from 8 till 10. For more information, including a complete list of vendors, log on to kneb.com. The 34th annual KNEB Farm and Ranch Expo in Mitchell, with your trusted voice in agriculture, KNEB.
Starting lineups in just a moment. When we come back, tip-off approaching in just a minute. Back after this on KNEB.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
Think a utility vehicle should do more than take you places? So does Kubota. That's why our all-new Sidekick is built to do it all. Climb more. Tow more. Go more. Cross over to more today. Take your Kubota Sidekick home with no money down and 0% financing for 36 months.
Your local Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gearing.
Starting lineups brought to you by Western Nebraska Community College. From diplomas to degrees, it's for me. Learn more at wncc.edu. Joel Baker, a 5'10 junior, averages 9 points a game for Alliance. Their top scorer and lead dog is Mason Heemstra, 5'11 senior, scores 23 a game. Corbin Stark, a 5'9 senior, 8 points a game and 3 rebounds. 6-point scorers, Reese Jensen, 6'3 senior, and Braden Palmer, a 6'4 junior post player at 6.5 points and 6 rebounds per game. We'll see plenty off the bench of Trevor Dubray and Caden Kendrick, Colin Schroyer, and Connor Farrader. For Scottsbluff, again, Jack Darnell out. Sports hernia, going to miss at least a week or two, could be more, could be the entire rest of the season. Just don't know anything official at this point. Introductions on the scoreboard right now. You've got the Boo Crew leading the way for the Scottsbluff students. And we're just about ready for introductions for the Scottsbluff boys. It'll be Josiah Diolas, a 6-foot junior guard who averages 14 points a game. He scored 23 here in the loss Saturday of last weekend against Rapid City Stevens. Connor McCracken's been great of late. Right now on the year, 17 a game, but averaging 22 over his last 4 or 5. Harold Baez moves into the starting lineup with Jack Darnell out. Baez averaging 7.5 points per game. He's a 6'1 senior. 6'4 junior, Sebastian Arsh, one of the highest rated defensive football players in the state, returning next year. Member of the starting 5 for the Bearcat basketball team. He averages 4 points and 5 rebounds. And Sam Clarkson, the big guy last off the bench, the 6'6 junior, averaging 5 points and 2 rebounds. Talking about Sam Clarkson. There you have it. Starters for both teams brought to you by WNCC. Our opening tip presented by Papa Murphy's Pizza, 2801 Avenue B in Scottsbluff. Always love there at 425 degrees. Don't forget, you can always register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club. Got a sweet deal waiting on you there. 8 minutes on the clock. Scottsbluff and the home whites. Alliance and Scottsbluff 1-1 combined against each other this year. Scottsbluff won night number 2 of the year at WNCC Western Conference Tournament big. I believe it was an 18-point final, and then Alliance finally snapped the long losing streak. They dropped 25 in a row to the Bearcats, and they were able to win at home by 10 earlier this year. Josiah Diolas, bounce pass underneath, goes to Sam Clarkson, an early assist for Diolas, and the bucket goes to big Sam Clarkson. 2-0 lead for the Cats. Joel Baker, healthier and starting to shoot a higher percentage. This will be the first time all year that Scottsbluff's seen Baker near 100%. Heemstra, he's been near 100% all season long. The shooting percentage will not be that tonight as he misses one badly from the right side. Student section will let him hear about it. That will not affect Mason Heemstra. He plays with quite the edge, the Alliance senior. Connor McCracken left that long 3-ball short, rebounded by Heemstra. He wants to push. Heemstra, pull-up jumper. Left elbow wouldn't go, and the rebound batted away and then out of bounds by Corbin Stark. Scottsbluff will get the basketball back. They lead 2-0 here in the early going. First bucket of the night for either team went to Sam Clarkson. Palmer now defending on the perimeter. Harsh shooting from the perimeter. Knocks down a triple. And a 5-0 lead for the Cats. We've got a whistle and a foul off the make from Harsh. Alliance rushing the ball up the floor. And Harsh picks up the personal. And Corbin Stark will toe the foul line, a 66% free throw shooter on the season, off the mark on the first. Alliance 14-4, Scottsbluff record-wise at 6-10. Stark rattles in the second. Gets Alliance on the board for the first time. Driving baseline, McCracken. No real resistance there defensively, and Connor McCracken makes it 7-1, Scottsbluff. Baez on Baker on the perimeter. Man defense from Scottsbluff against Alliance here in the opening moments. Stark, crossover dribble. He's got Harsh defending. Baker's going to shoot the three. That rolls off into the hands of Sam Clarkson. Good start for Scottsbluff. They lead by 6, and they have the basketball. Pull up, foul line jumper. Too strong. Harsh grabs the O board. His pass almost intercepted by Baker. It goes out of bounds. Now you can tell Joel Baker moving around a lot better here this time of year than he was earlier in the season. Good to see that. Great kid, tough competitor, good player. Nearly 2 minutes gone by. Alliance yet to find a field goal. And really pressuring the basketball, and that'll be a foul by Reese Jensen defending Connor McCracken on the perimeter. Jensen, a 6'3" senior, averages 6 points, gets charged with the personal. Scottsbluff will inbound from underneath their own rim. McCracken with the honors. They will lob it in out near the cat paw to Diolis. Jab steps, now Baez. Bounce pass down low to Clarkson. One-on-one, no help defense comes, and Palmer did a pretty solid job defending Clarkson one-on-one. Heemstra looking to push. Crossover dribble to the rim. Wouldn't have counted had it gone. Foul on the floor. And McCracken picks up the foul. First foul on Connor McCracken, second team foul. Heemstra will trigger in the inbounds play to Baker. Heemstra wide open. McCracken closed out on him, stepped back into a three. Heemstra 0 for 2 from downtown early. Baez, wild pass into the corner, out of bounds. A turnover committed by Scottsbluff, first of the night for either of these teams.
Take down the ball!
5.5 minutes to play in this opening quarter. 7-1 lead for Alliance. Or check that for Scottsbluff. Alliance on the offensive end. Baker to Heemstra. He's got Clarkson defending, so he's trying to set up. They're going to clear out. They'll give the basketball up. Jensen Stark. Baker, good defensive effort by Baez. Steps into the passing lane, goes to the rim, can't score. And Baez then with a reach-in foul, a little bit of frustration as Heemstra grabbed the defensive rebound. Third team foul, one apiece. McCracken, Baez, Harsh here in the early going. No Jack Darnell. Baez into the starting lineup, averaging 7.5 points. We'll see Dawson Moore check in probably at any moment for some instant offense off the bench for the Cats. Trying to run Heemstra off a couple of screens to free him up. Palmer now has it. He'll put it on the deck. Come middle, high off the square. Wild shot, good defensive possession for Sam Clarkson. Now Diolis. Clarkson. They back off Sam. He hit a three 2 weekends ago up at the college. Not looking for a shot there. Baez to Clarkson. Clarkson top of the key. He's a good passer, so he can operate at that spot just fine. 3-ball, Baez right side. All Cats early. They lead 10-1. 4 different players have scored. And a timeout taken by Michael Baker and Alliance. 4:19 to play in the first quarter. A full timeout. Scottsbluff up 10-1. We take a break. All Cats early on the West Coast scoreboard.
We can't warn you that karma is very real. But we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Runza makes it all better.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
Chris Cottrell with you tonight from our Logos broadcast location here, second level at Scottsbluff High. Stop into Logos, and the guys there will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for you on game day. No job too big or small for Logos. Downtown Gearing Alliance struggling to find open looks here in this first quarter. Heemstra knocks down a baseline jumper right side, about a 15-foot knockdown shot for Heemstra. That's their first basket of the ball game. Scottsbluff leading 10, make it 13-3 as Dawson Moore fresh off the bench and fresh into the score column with that early tray ball. Baker to Heemstra. Heemstra, he'll fire away. He's starting to heat it up. He knocks down a tray. Heemstra with a quick 5. It's 13-6. Oh boy, Diolas made the defender pay on the crossover dribble. Couldn't score at the rim. Here comes Alliance. The outlet pass to Heemstra. Heemstra, Diolas stops it. Heemstra fires from way outside. The ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Connor McCracken. It'll stay with the Lions. Trevor Dubray and Caden Kindred both into the game now for head coach Michael Baker and Alliance. Chance Parker replaces Sam Clarkson. 3:13 to play first quarter. Cats lead by 7. Heemstra in the corner, puts it on the deck, cut off, tried to fire a one-hand scoop pass to Palmer, and that winds up a turnover. First of the game committed by Alliance. McCracken in the corner right side, gets it to Baez. Harold holds, tried to find a cutter, nothing doing, gets it to Diolas. Diolas wide open, Baez gonna fire away. That's his second tray of the first quarter. Harold Baez has 6. Scottsbluff has 4 triples in the early going. Baez with 2, Harsh and Moore each with 1. On the dribble along the baseline, Dubray wanted a foul. Check that, Stark wanted a foul, no whistle came. Diolas had it knocked away, regains possession, goes to the rim, and attacks for a possible 3-point play. All 5 starters have scored, plus more off the bench. A great start for the Bearcats here tonight, putting up a big number here so far in this first quarter. They lead at 18-6 over rival Alliance here at home. Harsh is going to come back in. You look at power points right now, you've got Alliance 9th, Scottsbluff 15th in Class B. And Diolas able to convert at the stripe, the 3-point play. 19-6, Cats up by 13. Heemstra dribbles inside the arc. Dubray is going to shoot the triple. That's good. Alliance needed one. Trevor Dubray cans the tray. 19-9, Cats with the ball leading by 6, and there's their second turnover of the night. Moore was cutting back door. Diolas fed the wing, and that ball sails out of bounds. They connect real quick. Talk about that miscommunication. Alliance has it back. Heemstra on the dribble. He's got 5 of their 9. Heemstra. Reese Jensen. Now Dubray. Hit the 3 last trip down. Moore knocks the ball away. Stark will inbound. Heemstra on the catch. Mason Heemstra. Now Dubray. Nothing doing. Or check that. Stark wears 2. Dubray wears 1. Heemstra saves it from a backcourt violation. They will reset out near midcourt. Heemstra gets everybody in their spots. Kindred on the catch. Now Stark delivers a pass to Kindred. Reach-in foul from behind. Going to go against Dawson Moore. First foul on Moore. That'll be the third team foul called against Scottsbluff. 1:22 to play in the first quarter. 19-9 the lead right now for the Bearcats. 6-10 their record after they dropped 2 games last weekend. Friday at Rapid City Central. Here Saturday against Rapid City Stevens. Heemstra leans into one after the behind-the-back dribble. Defensive rebound grabbed by Harsh. Hands it off to Diolis. And Josiah Diolis, crossover dribble, pull-up Jay at the foul line, too strong. Rebound to Heemstra. There are no numbers that will not stop him. Heemstra on the push. Layup wouldn't go. Whistle and a foul. This one on Diolis, I do believe. I'm wait to mark the scorebook till we get the official call. It is Diolis, his first. 5th team foul. A 2-shot opportunity now for Mason Heemstra. Alliance last Friday had a real emotional ball game at home against Gehring that they won, and then they fell flat on Saturday on the road at North Platte. Lost to a North Platte team that's 3-12, albeit against a pretty heavily shaded Class A schedule. Heemstra now with 6 here in the quarter. Heemstra starting to garner some offers from some of the NAIA and smaller schools around the state. You love to see that for our athletes here in western Nebraska. And Heemstra buries both. Been at the line this year, 78% free throw shooter. Alliance within 8. It's 19-11. We go under a minute to play in quarter number 1. McCracken. Now Harsh. McCracken on the catch, left wing. Goes baseline, got in the air, finds Dawson Moore. He's open, can't knock down the shot. Harsh, or check that, Parker on the backside offensive rebound, and I think we've got a foul on the floor. It'll go against Caden Kindred. 3rd team foul called on Alliance, first on Kindred. 43.8 to play in quarter number 1. Parker, pass, too tall, out of bounds, last touch by Diolis. That's a turnover, 3rd of the game early for Scottsbluff. We'll see if Alliance wants to try and stay patient here and take the final shot of this first quarter. Baker's back on. They trail by 8. Heemstra going to walk it up the floor. We'll see if they want the final shot. He's just going to dribble slowly back and forth, right to left, between the legs. Now to his running mate, Baker. Back to Heemstra. 20 seconds on the clock. Diolis steps out to defend now. They get the ball back to Heemstra. Heemstra with Diolis, and a bump out high. Silly foul on Diolis, his second. Team foul. And 12.9 to play. Baez back on. Alliance inbounds. Now 10 seconds left in the quarter. Dubray at the high post. Reese Jensen. He'll turn around. Missed badly. Dubray saves the ball. There will be 1.2 to play here in the first quarter. What kind of play can Alliance come up with? It will not involve Heemstra shooting, it does not appear. He is going to inbound. Next option would be Joel Baker. Baker, catch, got it away. 3-ball goes at the buzzer. You knew it was going to be Baker. He got the defender to leave his feet, and Joel Baker cans a 3 as the buzzer sounds. His first 3 points of the ball game. And after the first quarter, things have tightened up just a little bit here. 19-14 Scottsbluff on the West Coast scoreboard.
With the new year comes resolutions. Complete your resolution to replace your windows by calling Renewal by Anderson. And right now is your last chance to buy 2019 windows at 2018 prices. Plus, pay nothing until 2020. That's right. You will get 20% off every window and door, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. And free window diagnosis, free in-home estimate, and free removal and disposal of your old windows. Hurry. This offer ends February 15th. Call 472-2199 to take advantage of this offer before the 2018 prices are gone.
With Viero's Entertainment Trifecta package, never miss the big play. Work on becoming the new and improved you, or invite friends to compete in the game. Get the power of free. Get 2 new lines of HD Plus and internet service, and we will give you Sling TV, an Air TV player, and a big screen TV, all for free. Get the Entertainment Trifecta package today. Viero Wireless, keeping you connected to the content you love.
Chris Cottrell with you at our Logos broadcast location. Start of the second quarter tonight here at Scottsbluff High. Bearcats leading Alliance 19-14. Bulldogs have the basketball. Corbin Stark to Joel Baker. They enter it to Heemstra at the high post. Heemstra couldn't get it too strong off the square. Defensive rebound to Scottsbluff's Connor McCracken. Connor going to dribble it up the floor, step into a triple and knock down a tray. McCracken now with 5, and they get that 3 that Baker hit back quickly. Leads at 22-14. Reese Jensen. Heemstra with harsh defending. Now Stark holds the ball high, now brings it low. Goes to the bucket, some contact. Layup, no. Braden Palmer, the O-board. He thought he was fouled, no call. Rebounded by Harsh. Scottsbluff comes up near sideline. McCracken. Heat check, triple on the way, left it short. Between the legs of Palmer, and that allows Chance Parker to rebound the basketball on the offensive end, and a reach-in foul goes on Reese Jensen. Second foul on Jensen, 4th team foul on Alliance. 7:03 to play, second quarter action tonight here at SHS. And a moving screen on the inbounds pass. They get Chance Parker. Parker with 1. Moore, Harsh, Baez, McCracken with 1. Diolas has 2. Picked up that nickel dime cheapie out front at the end of the first quarter. 22-14, Heemstra to Corbin Stark. Now Reese Jensen posting middle, and now moving outside the painted area is Braden Palmer. Reese Jensen, Stark. Open look for Heemstra. That's down. Tickled nothing but the twine there. Heemstra the first to hit double figures for either team. He has 10. 22-17. McCracken dribbles off a high screen. He's got the height advantage on Heemstra. Couldn't knock down the shot. Halfway down it comes out. Baker has it. Joel Baker gives it to Heemstra. Heemstra goes to the rim. Some contact. Shot wouldn't go. Heemstra has been really aggressive so far tonight. Came in averaging 23 points and 6 rebounds, knocking down 34% of his three-point shots. And at the stripe tonight, 2 for 2, where entering play, he was a 78% free throw shooter. Alliance 3 for 4 at the free throw line in the first half. Make it 4 for 5. Leads at 4 right now for the Bearcats, 22-18. 6:17 to play in the first half. Scottsbluff won the girls' game tonight 64-48, and wasn't even that close. That's a miss for Heemstra. Offensive rebound, gets tipped out and grabbed by Stark. Jensen, they give him the 3, and he's going to shoot the high arcer, and a push-off underneath goes against Braden Palmer. Not the shot Alliance is looking for from Reese Jensen. They let him have it for a reason. Got to stay a little more patient than that. Dawson Moore dribbles inside the arc, dumps it down low to Clarkson. Straight up defensively was Palmer. Good job. And Clarkson couldn't knock down the shot. Jensen near side on the wing. They'll move it back out front. Now along the perimeter behind the arc. Stark, Jensen, Joel Baker. Quick catch and shoot. That was short. Rebounded by Baez. Harold going to handle it himself. Zigzags his way to the left side wing. Dawson Moore had an early three in the first half. Clarkson top of the key. Trying to run Connor off a screen. Connor got an open look at that triple off the iron. Rebounded by Baker. Joel can bring it himself. Good job to step in and read the play defensively. Baez missed the layup. Just attacked the rim too strong. Maybe in his mind a little bit about a block shot coming from Palmer, but could not finish. Corbin Stark. Low to the floor dribble. Baker going to fire away again. Missed that one. Between the backboard and the rim. Scottsbluff, and we've got a timeout taken by Scott Gullion. It'll be a full timeout. 4:59 to play first half action. Scottsbluff, slow start here in the second quarter, but they lead by 4, 22-18 on the West Coast scoreboard.
When was the last time you were at Teacher's Corner? We're now TC and More. Come see what you've been missing. Clothing, jewelry, flags, home decor, toys, American made. Stop in and see what you've been missing. TC and More, downtown Scottsbluff.
Regional West is one of 3 Level 2 trauma centers in Nebraska.
We have all the resources here 24 hours a day to address any traumatic injury.
From emergency medical services to advanced medical imaging and surgery to acute care and rehabilitation.
It's comforting to know that if an accident happens here, our families, our friends, our neighbors, and even we ourselves will get expert trauma care and rehabilitation services right here at Regional West.
On KNEB this evening, for more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving their clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, you'll go far. Out of the timeout, Scottsbluff with the ball. Baez had 2 first quarter trays. Into the starting lineup tonight with Jack Darnell down with an injury. Jensen defends against McCracken. Now Dawson Moore. Joel Baker on him, clapping his hands, trying to cut him off at the pass. Dribble handoff, little 3-man weave action out high. Now McCracken had his pocket picked by Baker. Opportunity in transition. Heemstra on the fast break, the assist to Baker. Heemstra the finish. 6 in the quarter. He now has 13 points, and Alliance is back to within 2, 22-20. Dawson Moore flips it up with a left hand and a foul. He'll kind of, let's say he got bailed out as Stark picks up the foul. That'll be the first foul on number 2. Dawson Moore at the foul line, shooting at 100% still on the air. Not very many attempts for Moore, but a great shot, and he knocks in the first. Two out of 2 for Dawson Moore. Back to a 4-point cushion, 24-20. Alliance has worked their way right back into what we've now got a ball game here. Heemstra being checked by Harsh underneath Palmer. Palmer goes strong to the rim and got it to go. That's a mismatch defensively with Harsh trying to stay in front of Mason. Heemstra broke him down off the dribble, and while Heemstra didn't score it, that defensive matchup led to the bucket. Palmer with his first field goal. First points of the quarter from someone other than Mason Heemstra. I think they're going to get Heemstra for reaching around. He almost picked it clean from Clarkson on the bounce pass from Baez. Instead of foul. And a 1-and-1 opportunity now for Sam. First foul on Heemstra. Baker will take a seat. Dubray's back in. Quentin Scott now on for the first time in the game. Baez to the bench. .345 to play in the first half. Clarkson can't knock it down. Palmer up high, clears the defensive glass for Alliance. The blue-clad Bulldogs into the front court. Palmer gives it up to Dubray. Long tray. That's well off the mark, but hustling down the rebound was Heemstra. McCracken wanted a forearm shove with the left hand from Heemstra. I think maybe a little contact came from Connor before the shove. It was close, but the foul goes on McCracken. That'll be his second. So he'll leave with 2. Diolis comes back on with 2. 3:28 to play, and Heemstra back to the line. He has 6 of their 8 points in the quarter, 13 points in the game so far. Make it 14. Heemstra came in averaging 23. He has 15 already here. Still 3 and change to play in this first half. We're tied at 24. Alliance back even for the first time since this game tipped off. Out of the corner, Harsh with a 3. Hit one from the opposite corner in the first quarter. And that thing just came flying off the rim flat and short. And Palmer just couldn't get that second hand up to corral the defensive rebound. So it'll stay with the Bearcats. A lot of talking on the floor for both these teams so far in the first half. Not at each other, just communication back and forth with one another. Alliance trying to get their set on that inbounds play. Now Diolis works through a hand check, got it off the square, wouldn't go. Letting him play on the perimeter with Stark defending on Diolis. Palmer, that is not his spot. He will give it up quickly to Dubray. Dubray is not going to be the best basketball player you come across, but he's going to play with about as much confidence as anyone you'll come across. Trevor Dubray comes off a screen, catches right side, pump fake, gets it into the free throw lane area and knocks down a mid-range J. Pull-up shot goes for Trevor Dubray. He has 5. First lead of the game for Alliance at 26-24. Scottsbluff so far in this quarter has scored just 5 points, and they almost turned it over. Quentin Scott, Johnny on the spot to pick up the loose ball. Dribble penetration. This will be a whistle and a foul called against Alliance. And that'll send Diolis to the line. Could be a 1-and-1 if they called it on the floor. Foul goes on Corbin Stark, his second. Baker and Kendrick back on, replacing Stark and Reese Jensen. Diolis at the foul line. 1-and-1 opportunity here for Josiah, so they called that foul on the floor. Josiah has 3 points here in the half. Give him 4. .2:13 to play, and Gehring, or check that, Scottsbluff, excuse me, saw Bulldogs on the board. Said Gehring, they're not even in the building tonight. 1-2 for Diolis. Alliance with the ball and a 1-point lead. Heemstra out high to Palmer, now Baker. Baker, Heemstra. Heemstra, there's that matchup again. Lost it on the way up. Heemstra, Caden Kendrick. Heemstra with harsh defending. Dubray gonna gun it from outside, couldn't score it. Rebound came off to Diolis. Josiah dribbles middle of the floor, crossover dribble, goes to work on Baker. High off the square, it wouldn't go. Batted around, grabbed by Heemstra. Here comes Alliance looking to run. Nothing there, cut off Baker. Back to Mason Heemstra. 90 seconds to play in the first half. Dubray on the catch right side. He's going to explode to the rim. Shot block from behind. Clean block by Clarkson. Gave him a quick, tiny stare as Dubray hit the deck. It'll stay Alliance basketball, 26-25. Scottsbluff led by 5 at the end of 1. Alliance is taking the lead by 1. Baker, Dubray. They'll get it in Heemstra's hands. Not a bad decision. Open look for Dubray. That's short. Rebound eventually grabbed by Harsh. Dangerously close to the hands of Joel Baker, but Scottsbluff has it. Across the timeline, Dawson Moore. Now Harsh, well behind the arc. Dump it down low to Clarkson. 2 off the square for Big Sam Clarkson. He has his second field goal. Scottsbluff back in front, 27-26. Joel Baker, he's got that quick release, and the 3 soft touch comes off backside, and Scottsbluff up by 1. They can take maybe a 3-point field goal, gives them a 2-possession lead. Baez bobbled, regains possession. Moore, Scott, lost it, reach in foul. This could be on Dubray, reaching from the backside. Instead, it's Baker. First foul on Joel Baker, and Quentin Scott, a 50% free throw shooter, now at the line for the Bearcats. Can't get it. Won't get the back end of the 1-and-1. Still a 1-point game. Michael Baker, the head coach for Alliance, wants to play for the final shot of this first half. Mason Heemstra is the man at the helm here on the low. Back and forth dribble between his legs. One-hand pass over to Dubray. Back to Heemstra. Gets it to his guy Baker. Back to Mason. 10 seconds to play. Joel on the catch. Now Dubray. Heemstra has it. Final 5 seconds. Heemstra operates in the paint. Some contact. The whistle comes. And an opportunity coming up for Heemstra at the foul line. Foul goes on Sebastian Harsh. That'll be his second. 2 apiece on Deolis, McCracken, and Harsh. 27-26. Scottsbluff leads by 1. Heemstra at the foul line, where he has 8 points in the quarter. And he's been solid at the stripe. 3 out of 4. Now 4 for 5 in the quarter. He's up to 16 points in the game to lead all scorers. Averages 23. Heemstra shakes out the right hand. And it falls. Harsh to midcourt. Moore at the buzzer. Got it! Dawson Moore from just inside the half-court stripe knocks in a buzzer-beating triple. That got everybody excited, yours truly included. Dawson Moore from down 1 to up by 2, and a momentum shot for the Cats as both teams head to the locker room. 30-28 here at the break. Scottsbluff leads by 2 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
Halftime score tonight here on KNDB.TV and 101.7 The Trail. Scottsbluff on top of Alliance 30-28, and they get the 2-point lead on a buzzer-beating near half-court 3-point shot from Dawson Moore. A little heave, he got a clean look, got it up there, and it fell at the buzzer for Scottsbluff, and they go from down 1 with 1.6 to play to up 2 and feeling good heading to the locker room. That said, Alliance did outscore them in that second quarter 14-11. Back in it after they trailed by 5 at the end of 1. Take a look at the halftime numbers in just a moment when we come back here at the break, and Scottsbluff up by 2 on the West Coast scoreboard.
With the new year comes resolutions. Complete your resolution to replace your windows by calling Renewal by Andersen. And right now is your last chance to buy 2019 windows at 2018 prices. Plus, pay nothing until 2020. That's right. You will get 20% off every window and door, plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 12 months. And free window diagnosis, free in-home estimate, and free removal and disposal of your old windows. Hurry. This offer ends February 15th. Call 472-2199 to take advantage of this offer before the 2018 prices are gone.
When was the last time you were at Teacher's Corner? We're now TC and More. Come see what you've been missing. Clothing, jewelry, flags, home decor, toys, American made. Stop in and see what you've been missing. TC and More, downtown Scottsbluff.
Get to a look at the numbers here at halftime, brought to you by Arby's, the meat crafters throughout western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. Scottsbluff on top here at the break, 30-28 against Alliance. We'll start with Alliance here, their side of the book. Scoring by quarter, 14-14. I've got them for just 3 turnovers. Both teams playing pretty clean basketball. Mason Heemstra has been the man, as you would expect. He has 17 at the break. For Alliance, just 6 away from his season average already. Pretty quiet, though, elsewhere. Trevor Dubray has been solid off the bench, providing an offensive spark. He has 5. Joel Baker with 1 bucket of 3. 2 points for Braden Palmer. And Corbin Stark has a single free throw. I don't think Alliance is going to be able to win this game solely on the back tonight of Mason Heemstra. I'm not putting it past him by any means, but they're going to need more from Joel Baker, Corbin Stark, and Braden Palmer in this second half. Heemstra has 17 of their 28. For Scottsbluff, they went 19-11 by quarter scoring-wise. I have the Cats for just 4 turnovers. Some of the numbers right now scoring-wise, Dawson Moore on the strength of that near half-court buzzer-beating 3 before halftime has 8. 6 points for Harold Baez, getting the start tonight for an injured Jack Darnell. 5 points for Connor McCracken, 4 apiece for Deolis and Clarkson, and Sebastian Harsh hit an early first quarter 3. 20 points so far tonight. Halftime score from Scottsbluff. Cats on top of Alliance 30-28 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
No matter what job I've got to do, my John Deere 5E tractor can do it all. Whether I'm cutting, moving feed, or building a fence. Using my 5E means my work gets done faster at a price I can afford, and that works for me.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Back at halftime, Chris Cottrell with you tonight, KDB.TV, 101.7 The Trail. One of my favorites from up at Alliance. I know Sandy Pilfold, the former volleyball great coach, watching, listening along, one of the two, probably watching, knowing Sandy, so I want to send her a shout out this evening. Always good to see her when I'm up around the Alliance area or down here for West Nebraska All-Star Football and Volleyball Weekend. Has occasionally helped me out on some of the volleyball broadcasts on KDB at times. Hello out to Sandy tonight. A lot of folks watching and listening. Big matchup here, boys action. Let's quickly go back to the girls game as Scottsbluff rolled 64-48 was the final. No starters for Scottsbluff played in the second half as they put enough work in the first half. We went with Aubrey Krentz as our Taco John's player of the game. She scored 15 points in the first 2 quarters, including 5 made three-point field goals. Yada Garcia finished with 12. Mackenzie Dunkel had 8. 7 points for Kiera Twombly. Those were your top 4 scorers for Scottsbluff in their blowout win, 64-48. They were up by 26 points at halftime. Never threatened here tonight in the girls' game. Halftime of the boys' contest, Scottsbluff in a tight one, leading 30-28 over Alliance right now on the West Coast scoreboard.
Platte Valley Bank, we understand that you have a busy life, and that means you don't always have time to come to the bank. That's why we offer user-friendly online and mobile banking with features such as iPay, recurring transfers, and mobile deposit. So you can bank how you want, when you want to. Whether you prefer to bank in person, over the phone, or online, Platte Valley Bank makes it easy to take care of your finances.
Let's look ahead to sports coverage plans for tomorrow here at the station. We'll have the Nebraska men at Illinois. Nebraska's going to try and get back on track. You would think a win tomorrow is an absolute must. 11-15, 960, 100.3 for that one. Then tomorrow evening on 960, 100.3, and also the TV game tomorrow night. Doubleheader action with Wheatland over at Gearing. Coverage with Jeff Kelly starts at 5:15. Girls will tip at around 5:30. And I'll be down the road at Sydney tomorrow for Scottsbluff with girls and boys games against the Lady Raiders and Raiders. Sydney, a 10-point win in the girls game tonight at home against Gearing. That boys game right now with Jeff on 960 and 100.3. Third quarter action's on the way in just a few moments tonight here on KDB.TV and 101.7 The Trail. I'll have it for you in just a moment. 30-28, Scottsbluff leads by 2 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Have you heard the exciting news? Western Nebraska Regional Airport will be offering flights with United Airlines operated by SkyWest beginning January 30th, 2018. What's even better? You'll get to earn and use your United points. Reservations with United are now available, plus all United miles can be earned and redeemed with all flights. While you're at Western Nebraska Regional Airport, grab a bite to eat at the Flight Deck restaurant, plus Hearst Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. So make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
We can't warn you that karma is very real. But we can bring you Temperature Tuesdays. Runza makes it all better.
Well, which of these two teams is going to get off to the better start here in the second half? Scottsbluff jumped out to a 5-point lead at the end of the first quarter, led by double digits at one point early in that opening stanza. Alliance able to rally back in the second quarter, outscoring the Cats 14-11, but Scottsbluff took a 2-point lead to the locker room on a near half-court buzzer-beating shot from Dawson Moore. 30-28, Scottsbluff will inbound the basketball and come to my right to begin this second half. Harold Baez again got the start tonight in place of an injured Jack Darnell. An early turnover as Harsh couldn't connect with McCracken on the backdoor cut. Unofficially, just the fourth turnover committed by Scottsbluff. Chance for Alliance to tie or take the lead, down by 2. They've got their first possession of the half. Braden Palmer didn't do much with it when he caught on the low block area. Corbin Stark jab stepping at Harsh, just daring him to shoot the shot, attacks the rim, Left the shot short, rebounded by Harsh. Keolis into the front court. Right side wing now dribbles back near the top of the key. Finds Harsh. Well, he's going to fire away. Off the iron short, rebounded up high to grab it, Heemstra. Heemstra across the timeline. Finds Palmer, now Baker. Baker's got that quick release, got Baez on him. Good hustle play for both teams there, and now everybody hitting the deck, or at least three different guys do. Whistle, jump ball, Alliance will keep it with the possession arrow. Dawson Moore going to come on for Harsh. So they'll lose a little bit in physicality and toughness and rebounding, and they'll substitute in a little bit more offensive firepower. Heemstra almost went with the catch and shoot three off the inbounds pass. Backs up the dribble. Gets it to Joel Baker. Baker the lefty with the right hand dribble. A little over a minute gone by in this third quarter. Out of the corner. On the dribble, Reese Jensen. Pull up jumper and a whistle and a shooting foul called against Harold Baez. That'll be foul number 2 on Baez. So Keolis, McCracken, Baez, and Harsh, all four guys have 2 personals for the Bearcats. No foul trouble of note yet. We're still early in this third quarter. Reese Jensen at the foul line. Off the mark on the first on the season. Jensen just 58% at the stripe. Scoreless in the first half. Still looking for that first point of the night. And we're now tied at 30 apiece on the foul shot from Reese Jensen, the 6'3 senior. Keolis on the patient dribble. Finds McCracken. Jab steps to his right. Dawson Moore. Keolis. They're going to clear out. Keolis dumps it off underneath to Clarkson for a deuce. The assist to Keolis. Clarkson the finish. Scottsbluff leading by 2, 32 to 29. Check that by 3. That last foul shot on the other end got Alliance within 1. Missing the 3 is Heemstra. Maybe rushed that one. We've got a whistle and a foul called against Scottsbluff. Goes on Clarkson, his first. It'll stay with Alliance. 6:02 to play. And they lost a man that time. Baker streaks down diagonally into the paint on the catch and finish on the layup. Joel Baker now with 5. He has 2 field goals. Baez on the catch and shoot 3. Can't score it. Rebounded by Stark. Alliance with a chance to take the lead. 32-31. Bulldogs set a high screen for Baker. Now Heemstra goes right. Back behind his back. Stark on the drive. Couldn't get it to go. And he is able to grab the loose ball. Stark, a lot of dribbling there. Now Heemstra, Baker. Did we get a foul call? I believe we did. Maybe a reach around from the man defender that time. It goes on Harold Baez. That's his 3rd. So the first guy to pick up a 3rd foul is Baez. Inbounds pass comes to Stark. Stark dribbles inside the arc. Baker. Now Heemstra catch. Heemstra backs it up. Alliance will reset. Baker right side. Bounces along the baseline. Palmer got it to Heemstra. Went up immediately, aggressive in traffic. A whistle and a foul. If this is Keolis, it's number 3. It is. So just like that, Keolis and Baez now each with 3 fouls. 5-11. That's already 4 fouls in the quarter on Scottsbluff. Alliance has been ultra aggressive here in the early going to the basket. Heemstra to Stark. Back to Mason Heemstra at 17 points in the first 2 quarters. Dangerous bounce pass. Heemstra can't knock down the mid-range, Jay. Ball batted around. And Scottsbluff able to clear. Keolis across the timeline with a 1-point lead. Sets up his defender, and the jumper short from right around the foul line. Outlet pass up ahead goes to Stark. Stark left everybody on the dribble. Scoop layup for 2. Beautiful offensive move by Corbin Stark. His first basket. He has 3 points now on the night. Alliance leads by 1. Keolis to Clarkson. They were giving him that long two, and he thought better of it. Good decision making by Sam. He can knock down an outside shot, but they'll play offense, look for a better one instead of turnover. Harsh trailing Stark, and good job by Harsh to hustle back defensively, force the miss, and eventually it goes out of bounds off Alliance. Scottsbluff with just 2 points in the opening 3:50 here, third quarter. Goes against Reese Jensen. That's match physically and athletic. Jensen just cannot hang with McCracken off the wing. And Jensen picks up his third. They'll get a little more physical as they take him out and bring on Caden Kendrick. Dawson Moore had 8 points at halftime. Clarkson off the glass. How about Heemstra? Mason Heemstra, 5'11" senior, absolutely showing some great leaping ability down low in the paint. Skying for that rebound opportunity, took some contact, and an over-the-back foul goes against Scottsbluff. Already 5 fouls on the Cats here in this half. See how quickly that becomes an issue here. Lions 2 away from getting to the foul line. That last one goes on Dawson Moore for Scottsbluff, his second. Top of the key, Kindred, now right wing Baker. Baker to Heemstra. High arcing three ball, missed off the heel of the iron. McCracken grabs the miss. They shoot a pass cross court, open look, and Dawson Moore knocks in his third three. He's into double figures with 11. A timeout taken by Scottsbluff. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Scottsbluff back in front, 35-33. Over halfway through this third quarter here tonight. 2-point lead for the Cats. Dawson Moore, the lone Bearcat in double figures. He has 11. Mason Heemstra has 17. Yet to score here in the quarter, but he leads all scorers. Jack Darnell again out tonight and for at least the near term with a sports hernia. Not sure the severity. Surgery has not been ruled out. So if at all, up in the air right now. Alliance down by 2, brings it across into the front court with Mason Heemstra. 2-3 zone, the look defensively now from Scottsbluff, switching it up. We'll see how quick Alliance is able to get into their zone sets. Stark, Heemstra. Dubray's into the game. They look a little discombobulated right now, passing the ball around the perimeter. Nobody really at the high post. Stark with a step through on the Euro step, and he finishes with a little spin off the square. Corbin Stark has 2 field goals in the quarter. If you're Alliance, you like to see anybody picking it up. Outside of Heemstra, open look for Harsh. 3 ball. Second field goal of the night. Both from downtown for Harsh. Scottsbluff leads by 3 now, 38-35. Heemstra out high, 2.5 minutes to play. Palmer along the baseline. Heemstra wide open 3. Straight away, we're tied up. Rotation on the zone D. Could not find Heemstra. That's a no-no. He's got 20, 38 apiece. Diolas offensive on the off-arm push. That is his 4th. So a key call with 2:16 to play in the third quarter. Diolas will head to the bench. 4th. And Alliance will get ball at 13 to play in the quarter. Fouls already. Up here in the Alliance will shoot free throws the rest of the way. Heemstra to Dupre. Right side wing, now wide open underneath. Dupre can't finish with the layup. Out of bounds, last touch by Dupre. A missed opportunity for Alliance. And they've also got a substitute onto the court. And Keeson Clark, a 6'3" sophomore. He'll defend against Chance Parker. down low. We'll see if they try to find Parker for a look in the paint. McCracken on the dribble, attacks the rim. Chance for thought we might see a three-point play opportunity, but Connor couldn't score it, but he'll get 2 shots now at the line. Foul goes on Corbin Stark, his 3rd. Alliance had a chance to go up by 2, missed a wide open. And now Scottsbluff on the other end of the floor gets the lead back on a made free throw from Connor McCracken. On the season, Connor at 78% at the stripe. Cats lead it 40-38, late stages of the 3rd quarter with 1:45 to play in this 3rd stanza. Clark gives it off quickly to Dupre. Dupre attacks, lost the defender, pull-up jumper wouldn't go. Clark tipped the rebound, but it winds up in the hands of Dawson Moore. He'll take it himself. Into the front court, dribble handoff to McCracken. Connor attacks the rim. He's got 4 straight. 9 points now tonight for Connor McCracken. 80 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Scottsbluff has surged down to a 4-point lead. Corbin Stark in the paint. And Stark playing well in this 3rd quarter. He has 6. 7 points for the ball game. Alliance back within 2 at 42-40. Dawson Moore to Baez. Under a minute to play. 2-point lead for the Cats. Spinning his way. Open look on the pass from McCracken. Unable to knock down the left corner 3 was Moore. Out in transition. Caden Kindred, baseline J. No hesitation. And Kindred has his first 2 points, and Alliance answers back with 4 straight points. And we're tied up now at 42. Harsh on the perimeter, doesn't want to handle it out there. McCracken, crossover dribble, pull up, little fadeaway shot goes for Connor McCracken. That's exactly what you want to see if you're Scottsbluff. 4 fouls and on the bench for Diolas, and McCracken picks up his offensive game. Late stages, 3rd quarter. He's got 6 here down the stretch in the quarter, into double figures with 11. Alliance has stayed patient in these late situations to end quarters and halves so far tonight. Kason Clark, though, takes an early shot. Chance for Scottsbluff to attack. Heemstra got a deflection, and that really thwarted an opportunity for Scottsbluff to extend to a 2-possession lead at the end of the 3rd quarter. We head to what should be a great 4th in just a moment. 44-42. Scottsbluff leads by 2 on the West Coast scoreboard.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Arby's 2 for $5 mix and match is here for a limited time. How limited? If I tell you, will you still come right now versus putting it off until oops, the deal is over?
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Chris Cottrell with you tonight. My son checking in from down in Sydney. Sydney leading Gearing in boys action about 5 minutes ago. That score was a 1-point lead at halftime, which should be a very entertaining and good 4th quarter set to get started here at Scottsbluff High. Cats will inbound with the basketball, leading 44-42 on Alliance. Clock. A 25-game losing streak against Scottsbluff when they played their last matchup at Alliance December 20th. Scottsbluff trying to start a new streak here tonight. And Heemstra forces a turnover on Baez. Heemstra, and then Baez blocked his shot. No, we're going to get a whistle and a blocking foul called against Harrell. Wow, thought it was a clean block. Instead of foul goes against Baez. That'll be his 4th. Diolas with 4. And Baez now with 4. And Mason Heemstra will step to the line. Knocks down the front end of 2. Seven of 9 at the line tonight for Mason Heemstra. Right around his season average at 78%. Give him 8 of 10. Season average scoring at 23. He's got 22. 7:40 to play. Early stages, fourth quarter. Deolis on the bench. Darnell banged up. Another steal, almost. Almost. Heemstra picking the pocket of Moore on the high outside right side and poked it away. The basketball along the near sideline. Tied at 44. Inbounds pass, and now we've got a whistle and a foul. Go against Alliance. Connor Ferreter seeing action for the first time tonight off the bench. That's his first. That's what. Bounce pass to Dawson Moore. Going to handle the basketball with Deolis on the bench with 4 fouls. Quentin Scott on the right side. Puts it on the deck. Now Moore. He's got Joel Baker, and Scottsbluff turns it over. 2 turnovers here in the quarter. And they're going to have to go back to Josiah Deolis with 4 fouls. They're going to have to trust him to play through some foul trouble. Baker to Heemstra. Heemstra into the paint, finds a wide open Reese Jensen, and he walked with it. Jensen pro-hopped into a tray, knocked it down before the shot. So Deolis is back on. 4 fouls. We'll see how long he can play through it and stay on the court. If you're Scottsbluff, you hope it's the rest of the way. McCracken, contact. And a foul called against Alliance. 2 shots coming for Connor. Braden Palmer picks up his. Palmer's been quiet tonight also. Just 2 points is all. He played really well at Alliance, especially in the fourth quarter in their win. He had 8 or 10. I don't have it in front of me. He had 8 or 10 in that fourth quarter to help salt that one away for Alliance at home. Connor McCracken now with 7 points in this, up to 12 for the game. Been averaging 20 last 5 at 17 a game on the season. Connor misses the second. Rebound grab by Joel Baker. 1 point lead for Scottsbluff, 45-44. Baker into the front court. Palmer moves the basketball to Ferreter. Ferreter now harsh defending in the passing lane. Not 6:36 to play in the game. Heck of a finish tonight at Scottsbluff. Heemstra crossover dribble, tough angle shot, little short, rebounded by Harsh. Outlet pass to Dawson Moore, tripped up in transition by Reese Jensen. 4 on Jensen, his tough night continues. A win for Alliance. Sub-districts at their Scottsbluff head coach said even a win tonight for Scottsbluff and a great finish. If Alliance just plays solid basketball, it's going to be tough to catch. So they are in the driver's seat at the moment, but a win here for the Bears way and making things interesting. Clarkson underneath, a little contact from Palmer. They let everyone play through it, and Sam can't knock down the shot. Alliance now in the half court. Ferreter to Heemstra. Now to Joel Baker. Going to go by. Touch by Baker. Go back to Scott. 50. And it looks like Baker. Nope. Here a time.